All right, welcome on in. Welcome. Hopefully everybody's having a great Tuesday. A great Tuesday on a short week for me. It's Good Friday on Friday, so I will be not working that day, which is super exciting. Welcome in. Hopefully everybody's week is good though. Oh, I have an interesting one today. We have kind of an interesting one. Today we're going to be starting or slash finishing. I think it's just going to be starting. I don't think we're going to have enough time to do it all today. But a game called Poco. It's a free game that is on Steam. And it looks a very cute, like point and click kind of game. I'm very confused by it though. I haven't seen anything outside of just the general images of it though. So I don't even know really what it's about. I think it's a point and click. Oh, I should change my titles though. What's happening, Vashman? Poco. We'll do point and click. Update that stuff. Yeah, how are you doing today, man? I'm doing pretty good. I've been pretty busy at work the last little while, so I don't want to say tired, but just been doing a little more lately. So it was really nice. So we're out in Ohio, of course, and it was really nice today. It was like 70s. It was so great. It honestly was amazing. So I've been in the t-shirt all day today. It's been crazy. I also have my Bigfoot t-shirt just for no reason. There's totally nothing in the news that talks about it. Totally on brand today. But yeah, we're gonna be playing a game called Poco. But we also got to talk about some news today. I have a decent amount of news, some good, some bad, some interesting stuff that I'm not completely fully aware of, that people have dropped for me, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited to go through a bunch of that stuff. And before that, we got to guess some things. A new shirt and news? Bro, it's a new shirt and new news. Everything is new today. Also, you know what also is kind of new? I'm not sure that the lights work today. They're obviously on, but I don't think that they're working. I'm not sure if they've just gotten to a point where they're like struggling, to connect correctly, but I've gotten them on, but I haven't been able to get them to work. And I've been starting to wonder if I'm gonna switch them out for something else. I recently came across, because these are from a brand called Lifx. It's Lifx. I really like them. Most of our lights have been pretty good, but I do have some weird connection issues, and I don't know if it's just because of my network or what. Like, I don't know what the connection issue is, but I do have some connection issues. And it's not just with these ones, it's with some of my bulbs and stuff as well. And I recently just have started to wonder if I wanted to move over to a different system. And there's a system that I use for a couple of other things called Govee. And Govee makes all kinds of smart things. One of the ones that I started out with was they do smart plugs. And all of their smart plugs that I've bought have been amazing. They are actually amazing. I almost never have issues with their plugs. A lot of the stream stuff uses a lot of that stuff. But I realized that they have similar lights to these they also have some quite slightly nicer ones as well that are a little more diffused and stuff. So I have been wondering if I wanted to switch over and use some of theirs instead. I wondered if they would be better, but I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into some guess the games. I did set up a slight overlay for that. You guys will have to let me know if you like it better or worse. Of course, we have our map first, but we don't need the map right now. What we need is guess the game. See, that was smooth as fuck. I don't know what y'all are thinking, but that was smooth as fuck. And so I did set this up to be just generally optimized for each of the guess the things, but they are better or worse depending on what we're using. Like the game, the house, I think the angle are all really good. The logo and the movie are okay. That looks like a staircase. How did people do on today's? Let me take a look. It was a little bit. It looks like everybody kind of had a late guess on this. Like it was not an early guess, which makes me feel good because I don't know that I know what this is yet. No mo ads. That's right, B9. Also, I did come across a thing that was talking about the ad situation on Twitch. And I have been kind of thinking about what I want to do because I run ads at the beginning of stream and then I run them at like break. So I have like those two times that I run ads, and I've seen people who do like they do like the setup of ads or whatever, which is cool. I for a little while I was like, man, I don't like auto ads, but then I saw somebody said like you can do, I think it's like 1.5 minutes of ads I think it's like every hour, which seems like a lot, but that is the amount that will get rid of pre-rolls for everybody for a certain amount of time, or for that amount of time, and it does completely remove ads at that point, you know, or pre-rolls at least at that point. And I was like, that'd be kind of nice, because I just run huge ads during breaks and stuff. And I thought about, well, what if I did something like that, and we just do like a more consistent little breaks and stuff, but during those breaks, not taking full breaks, just doing maybe breaks from like a game or whatever we're doing, you know, at that time. Is just, if it's like something like this, we wouldn't even worry about it. Yeah, I hate it. I hate having to kind of figure out ad situations, but like, it is just kind of a thing. It's kind of an inevitable thing, so it almost feels like we kind of just have to kind of figure it out at some point. I still don't know. PS4, PC, and Xbox One. Whoa! Yo, Benign, what's happening, buddy? How you doing, man? Speaking of, man's up there. Sorry, that was a little insane. I'm sorry. For a while, I like that it slides over to chat so people can see. Yeah, at least. Yeah, I do like that part of it, and it would be a minute and a half of ads instead of like, I think I run like, what is it, like, what is it, like 3 or 4 minutes of ads now? Like I do like the maximum to just get as much of the time out. But it would then, I could also set up a automatic notification and chat kind of in the same way that it does now, but I don't know, man. Oh, I fucking hate ads, but I see something about taking cover. Bro, I don't know what this is. Yeah, how you doing? B9, how you doing, bro? Action adventure. Is this? No, whoa. I was like, is this Uncharted? But then I saw PC and Xbox One. Been better, been worse. Yeah, okay. Understandable then. But lurking, of course, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, I posted one of my reels, or one of my shorts on reels today. So from YouTube over to IG today. And because I'll tell you what, YouTube didn't fucking like that short. It did not like that one at all. And it was mostly me just talking shit about AI and Sora specifically, because we were talking about Sora shutting down. And YouTube hated that. It did not serve it to fucking anybody, which is hilarious. Instagram did not care. Instagram was like, yeah, sure, I'll show this to people. But yeah, let me look at my YouTube studio real quick, and let me tell you exactly what YouTube thought of that one, because I believe, hated it. Yeah, so that one I posted up on the 27th over on YouTube. It got 4 views, and these are like the higher view count too. It got 4 views, and this is because I think of the topic, or because I was swearing in it a lot. I don't know. It makes me wonder if I re-edited it and just cut out the swearing a little bit, if YouTube would have pushed it out more. I don't know if it was the topic or if it was the swearing, but YouTube did not like it. It didn't like it. I was surprised to see it on IG. Yeah, if something does like terrible, but I actually really liked the edit in itself, I do try to throw it on IG. More on IG? I might. So here's what I'll also say about the IG situation. IG now allows you to do schedules. Honestly, huge. it's one of the biggest reasons why I've never done anything on Instagram, is because it was such a pain in the ass to post anything, and then you had to do it all when you needed to do. Oh my god, I was so happy when I saw it. It's the first time I've shared something on Instagram in, like, you know, it's been a couple months, I think, since I did a reel a while back of a Hades one that I really liked that didn't get a lot of love on YouTube, and so I threw it there instead. And yeah, that was the first time I had seen that today, and I was like, that's great. Let me see where that one is sitting at now. Instagram, it's 149. Still not great. But I mean, it's more than 4, so whatever. Because I got some bangers on the Instagram with some views. For whatever reason, both Instagram and YouTube has really liked, there's a costume quest one that I have where you're choosing your character. And both of those like that one a lot. On Instagram, that one is like a 20k view for whatever reason. We want to share more. I mean, listen, like I said, I always want, if Instagram was better, I was always like, I would do it, but there has never been better. But maybe as of today, I might be changing my tune. I also need to figure out if I can do them via the desktop app. That'd be great. Oh, no, never mind. I was like, oh, I think I know this one. And then I do not, actually. For some reason, I'm gonna say it. Listen. Before I realized the full skin tone, this did make me think this was Tony Montana. Lincoln.
They can capture incredible images in pretty low light.
I don't know what this is. 2016?
Oh, okay.
Hangar 13, bro. I don't know what this is.
Comes to privacy. Slowly but surely, it's all going away. We're taking callers. Where are you gonna move, Bill? The mountains? No. I'm not fighting any of this shit.
I know it. Do I guess?
Look at it, disappointed.
Not on this one. Let me do this one. Any of the other ones you can guess. I promise. Great game, bro. This looks interesting. Yeah, this is the only one that we like compete with people in the Discord for. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Mafia 3? Oh, I would have not known. Yeah, I've never played any of the Mafia games. Apparently it was Mafia 3. Who knew? Not I. It was my first. Ooh. I mean, listen, it looks great. I should have known. A lot of, and this is nothing to do with like a diss on Mafia, but Mafia always kind of came off to me like a lot of like a Grand Theft Auto type game, and I mean that actually in the best way possible, but I just never played them. A character but never played it. Yeah, better than GTA 5 in lots of ways. That's kind of crazy. I am very interested to still see how GTA 6 is gonna turn out, but for real, a GTA clone. I think a lot of games are, but that doesn't mean that they can't be better, you know? Sometimes clones end up finding their way to be a little bit better. All right, let's do our movie next. Again, these are not perfect how they're set up, but I mean, this is pretty good actually. How it differs, yeah, and those differences, it's like I say, sometimes can be better. Just you know, quality of life things that end up being better. This makes me think of like It's making me think of like a James Bond or something right now. Super cinematic, really nails the period, more grounded, less cartoony feel than GTA. Yeah, I feel like that's GTA's bread and butter, is like that they have a little bit of cartoony feel, but not so much so that it's there was that other game that was really cartoony, that was kind of a GTA clone as well, that I can't think of, but they were like more grounded than that one, and then Mafia must be like the even more grounded, even less cartoony. Saints Row, that's right. Yeah, Saints Row was a little too goofy for me. Does that give me anything more? An 8 on IMDb though. The other end of the spectrum. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly it. Like, right? Like Saints Row was on the the very cartoony, not very realistic. Mafia is all the way on the other end, with Grand Theft Auto probably being in the middle, with a couple other games, you know, sprinkled in between those. But I feel like, yeah, that's probably a pretty good spectrum, and you know, at least a good way to figure it out. Honestly, don't know. A drama mystery thriller. From 2016. Wasn't our game from 2016 as well? This is the 2016 whole ass thing here. Huh. Notable actors are Mario Casas. Bro, is this some like indie film? Because I'm not gonna know it then. Surprisingly good. Nice. I'll have to check it out at some point when I play the first Mafia. Yeah, Mafia seemed like a pretty decent series. Oriol Apollo. Bro, I don't think I know what this is. The Invisible Guest. What is happening? Why is the Guest series coming after me today? All right, let's do our logo. Can I get a little more? I know this one. This one's Rammstein. Oh my god. I was like, damn, it's gonna be way below that. You're gonna definitely see more. And then it was like this much, and it was like, Jesus, these ain't for you. They're not. Rammstein. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen, I don't know if I've ever seen their logo specifically, but there it is. They had some bangers back in the day, guys. They had some bangers. All right, let's do our house next. See, this is where I thought this was gonna come in handy, because now we get a great picture of the full house here. You know, we get a whole house picture plus all of the guesses and everything here. I feel like this is kind of work. This is where this layout shines, I think. West Seneca, New York. Okay, I like the house. Nice, cool blue and everything. Very, very nice blue. Barely revealed, right? It felt like it went from like it barely doubled in size. Interesting. What do I think this house costs? This is a place in New York. I don't know how close to like New York City or even any of the other places in New York that I don't actually know that what they're called, where those are at relative, but it's a nice house. I'm gonna go $380,000. All right, we're more Avi. sold in October of last year. On Halloween last year it sold. They were like, listen, we're getting a deal done. It's gonna happen on Halloween. They're like, oh my god. Seneca is basically Canada. That makes sense. What's happening, Cyclo? Interesting. I like the living room situation, but I will say the living room situation is also weird. Not only for a lot of reasons, but also why that TV so high, bro? Bro, why TV so high? You know, I think this one qualifies for TV too high. Let's go $500,000. Okay, less than $500,000. We're on 1.86 acres. Interesting. It's a lot of land, actually. Because the first picture didn't look like it was that, like you had that much space, but there must be a lot of space back. Interesting kitchen. It's very small within this area. Doesn't mean anything bad. Just means you're kind of like, it's kind of the hallway kitchen, or at least that's kind of how it looks. And then you have like a dining area back here, with your living room back there. I'm assuming you're supposed to have maybe a different, you know, like little smaller table back there, but I guess if it's a smaller enough house, you could just sit here. Let's do 450. 450. Okay. Interesting. I'm really not hitting much home runs here. 4 beds, 3 baths. Interesting. Okay. 420. It could be 420. I will say that. Honestly, it could be 420. Imagine, oh my god. What's happening, Cherry? Also, imagine it is 420 and it's sold on Halloween. The numbers are all coming together. It's on 69 acres of land. Oh my god, all the numbers. 4 beds, 3 baths. I mean, I was gonna say something about like, what's up with this color of green? It's not the worst color. It feels like it's like slightly more like they added too much saturation. Like they wanted to go for a pastel green, and it's just slightly more than pastel. Obviously, we got to go 420 here. Oh. It was not 420, but it was 415, and 420 got us close enough. Oh my god. $420 for the win. Correct. Oh, that's awesome. All right, let's see what the rest of these pictures look like. 1971, an absolute
Rick fucking master
cluster F of a basement there. What are we getting with a plenty clip here?
Something tells me this is gonna be
Tricky.
we won't be finishing tonight.
Oh, I thought for
I think
sure.
this is gonna be
Oh, is this Rick the door
big
technician?
part.
Is this Rick?
Rick the door technician?
Oh my god.
What the fuck? He has his own health bar. What the?
Oh no! I didn't get to see the conclusion. I didn't get to see the epic battle between Plenty and Rick the door technician. Just the teaser. Oh, if you guys don't know about Rick the door technician, I will not spoil it, but it is it is one of the best moments, and I think that I've seen from that game. So definitely great. What's happening? Plenty. It's never good when a small character has a health bar. It's true. It's getting warm and I hate it. Oh, man, I kind of loved it. Like the warm that we had today was like the perfect warm. It was like warm but not too warm. I was so happy about it. I was so happy about it. Although it did get really hot this morning because I had a lot of work, and I was getting a little sweaty, so I had to turn on the fan. High of 79. Really? Okay, ours was not that hot. Our weather in Ohio was not that hot. We were getting like mid 70s maybe. What was our, do you know what our high was today, Vash man? I don't know what it was. Yeah, sorry, this basement is just, it looks like a cluster F. It really does make me think like, listen, I'm not saying that my basement looks better. I'm not saying that because mine looks like a cluster F at the moment. It's got, I have my spot where I do my espresso machine and everything, and that area is fucking immaculate, beautiful, and then everything else around it is a cluster F. So I'm not saying that they're wrong for doing this because some of it is quite nicely organized, but it is also giving me anxiety. So we're at 84. Yeah, fuck that. I thought like 72. 72 seems perfect. Perfect. It was perfect. I hate warm weather. I don't mind warm weather. I hate hot weather though. I do hate hot weather. All right, let's get our last picture here. Wow. I think this is the house right here, and then you just have somewhere back. I think it's probably I don't know, because I wonder how many of these people have stuff back. I wonder if this is like you get like some side area here then. I don't know. Very cool. Let's do our last one for Gesta, and that is the angle. Honestly, the angle in this setup, immaculate. One of my favorites so far. I can't reach. Better when my arm like partially disappears instead of just getting that hard cut. Let's see. Let's do 15. More than 15. Well, I should have known that. I should have known. These ones that like are so close, these ones are the ones that are tough. I mean, obviously they're all tough, but like this one always feels like when they're so close, it always makes me be like, makes me wonder like 20. Let's go 20. Okay, so my scale is way off. My counting scale. What did I guess? 12? Maybe we double it and go 24. More than 24. Holy shit. This one is pretty clean, right? This one clean is nice because of the way that everything works out for it. It looks really clean. 24. I'm just gonna rip a 30 then. Yeah, could be 30. 26. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot, guys. All right, let's do our color match game today as well. Let's crush your friends. I plan to. I'm gonna throw this in the chat if you guys want to. This is a game called Dialed. And if you've not seen it before, it is a 5-round game. They are very quick rounds, I promise. Each round, they will show you a color for, I think it's about 3-ish seconds, maybe 5 at the very most, something like that. They're gonna show you a color for a couple of seconds. And then they will ask you to replicate that color using hue, saturation, and luminance, which are brightness or whatever. And you just do your best to get closest to that color. And you do that over 5 rounds. And then at the end, you get graded. I think they do, it's like 1 to 10, but they do decimal points to 2 decimal points over. So you can get like a 9.74 or whatever. And then at the end, they tally up your score. Perfect score would be 50. And then you just battle to see who can get the highest score. And I throw it in the chat so that way everybody can play against us if you guys would like. And then we can see. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get started on mine. And if you guys play, just let me know. You can always we can always take a look at it. But let me see the first color here. Got a very pale green. I'm trying to think of what green that reminded me of. Seemed very almost desaturated. I'm guessing almost here. It was kind of green paleness, like a desaturated green. That's what I keep thinking. Almost pastel. I think that's, oh, it was way darker than I thought. So you can see 7.67. That is my score for this round. Not a good round. All right, let's do our next one. Ooh, this one is a vibrant purple. I feel like the brightness was very high on this one.
And you are
Oh no. Ensuing cheeseburgers 6. Damn. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Man, I don't feel like this is quite right. I feel like I can't find the right shade here. I know that says 8.2, which is actually way better than it should be, but that is so far off compared to what I saw. Oh. All right, what's number 3? Bro, what is that color? Bro, I can't even tell what that color was. It looked like it could have been like this. Like, honestly, this looks closest to me at this point. $911. Okay, listen. Somehow that one worked. This one was a super guess because holy shit, that is crazy. So where did I mess up? Brightness was good. I oversaturated it. Everything else was pretty close. 911 did. I don't know if you said that or 911 did, but I mean, honestly. All right, let's go into 4. I think that's almost like a red. Maybe like a red orange. I think it was like that, right? Oh man, I've lost the color. I don't remember what the color was now. I felt like it was like this, but then I feel like Cantarad? What's happening? Cantarad? Let us know what category you're in when we followed, because I cannot remember, but hi. You followed? Oh, when did you follow? Maybe you followed from somewhere? You may have followed from somewhere. I tend to see a lot of people around. Yeah, I was gonna say, or yeah, like if I raided over to somebody, I try to raid over to lots of new people, and you may have followed. From March 19th. Ooh, who did we raid on March 19th? When was March 19th? That was about 12 days ago. Who did we raid on 12 days ago? Diz! There it is. It had to be Diz. Diz is so cool. Yeah, Diz is awesome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. That's why. Yeah, Diz was playing Life is Strange that day, and it was awesome. These weren't too bad, but I got the tit and shade wrong, right? I'm feeling that way, right? With Diz is usually an immediate follow. That's very nice of you. I only know Diz just tangentially. I've gotten raided over to him through our good friend Plenty, who's in stream in chat right now. But I've gone over there because of her, and every time I go over every time I go over there, like his vibes are immaculate, so I can't complain. Your played on stream list is a lot. Yeah, I mean, we play a lot of games. And I feel like I don't play that many games. So, yeah, let me see. Hey, I was really close. I completely forgot what the color was. So this is actually insane. A 9.25 is crazy. It's a great list. Is there anything in there that you specifically like? It's been a while since I've checked it. A very pale blue, almost purple. Blue, pale blue, almost purple. So it's down this way a little bit. I didn't see what the darkness was. It was so much darker than I expected. It's always how it is. It's always how it is. All right. That's all right, guys. Let's see who's the winner. Oh, I'm in last. Plenty and Vash both rocked my world today. Vash went crazy on today's, honestly. Man went 99997. 99997. Plenty did absolutely phenomenally. I mean, I know you were saying you were struggling, but 99889 is crazy. I went 78997. I have obviously gotten out, so finished one of them. Planet of Lana is actually one of the first story games I've actually finished. Planet of Lana was so good. I don't even know how I came across Planet of Lana, but I did come out checking that one out. Here, let me come back over here, back to our streaming thing. I loved Planet of Lana. I just randomly came across that, and maybe somebody specifically gave it to me. I don't remember. Like recommended it, and that game was amazing. And then I did the demo for Planet of Lana 2, and I was not sure if I was going to be interested in another one of those. As much as I love the first, I was like, I didn't want just another game of the first game, but they were showing off how many different things they've added to that game in that demo, and it was amazing. I was like, oh, I might be sold. I might be sold. One of my best ones today. Yeah, that was a great one, bro. I think I had a 6 once. It was some pastel shade. Pastels are so tough. Yeah, Planet of Lana was really, really good. I've done a couple of games that I think were. I mean, last year I had, I think, one of the best stream years I've ever did. I had a ton of bangers last year, but I don't think it was last year that I did Outer Wilds, and Outer Wilds was phenomenal. I only say that one because somebody just recently completed that one that we rated too. It's always great to see people finish that game. I didn't get to see it though. Pocopia just gets me in the feels. Yeah, how has Pocopia been? I'm going to be talking about it. So over here, I do a little bit of news. I'll talk about news at the beginning of stream, and it's nothing crazy news, I promise. Well, I mean, it is, but it's not like world news. It's like entertainment news, gaming news. So it's not always feel good stuff, but it's not the crazy shit that's going on in the world. So there is that. But one of the things I have to talk about is the Zelda leaks that are kind of coming about, and I wasn't going to really talk about them, but they're starting to get really picked up by some mainstream media and stuff, bigger media, and I have been now thinking that I'm gonna end up having to buy a Switch 2 if these leaks are true. But Pocopia would be one that I would love to play at some point. It actually looks really good. Yeah, it looks really great, man, doesn't it? I was surprised at all the different things that they added to it. Like, they legit added some things that look great. But not one of the newer ones yet. I feel like I need to play an older one to appreciate the series. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like there's definitely a couple. I mean, I'm okay. So all of my tattoos on this arm are Zelda based, but they're all like a slightly older Zelda games. So not like the original old ones, but I mean, they're all kind of tied to each other essentially. But a lot of them are like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, with a little touch of Twilight Princess. And I would say any of those ones are really good, but I mean, you could literally play any of those in that area that I think would be great. So Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were both really good, though, I will say. First game that made me want to switch to, right? And potentially a new Zelda. Well, a remake / remaster. What's happening, Title? How are you doing, buddy? Catching up with the Nintendo classics. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones, and I think Switch 2 will also make those things better. I think they all are just gonna run better. Yeah, there's a couple of those I definitely have been wanting to check out, but Pocopia was the first that I was like, man, maybe I will. Mowing and helping my neighbor with his mower. Oh, nice. It is almost dark here, so good for you, man. Although we also were in like we're getting like bad rain, and to the point of like there was some I know somebody who is close-ish by, not real close, but lives in Ohio as well. If you guys know Niji is pretty close by. I think he lives like an hour away from where I'm at. But he was under a tornado warning earlier, so I didn't get that. I didn't get all that. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to wait and see what Nintendo does with the Zelda stuff, but there's a lot of rumors that they're gonna do a remake or a remaster of Ocarina of Time for the 40th anniversary. Is it 40 or 30? I don't remember. Anniversary that's this year for Zelda, and it would be one of those ones where I'd be hard pressed to not pick up a Switch 2. How I don't even really have like a good way of like paying for a Switch 2, if I'm honest. I would just be like, I'd have to figure that out. I'd have to figure it out. Coincidentally, we're selling we're selling sock feet sock picks.
Nice.
Guys. Well, I hear that it's one of the best. Ocarina of Time is probably my favorite. I know the title is saying Link to the Past is better. Different game, honestly. They are vastly different games. The style is very different. One is a 3D, one's a 2D. I think they're both phenomenal. I've not played A Link to the Past, but I did play Link Between Worlds, which is like a very Link to the Past Zelda game. And yeah, those games were great. I still think Ocarina of Time is probably my favorite. Majora's Mask pulling up the rear in second there. A 2D open world game, kind of open world. It's not, man, I'm sure there is. I feel like what was it, like Octopath Traveler? Is it Octopath Traveler was doing the 2D 3D like mix that was like I think it's kind of open world, but it's also like an RPG, so it's kind of different. Link to the Past said the standard.
Next location, Neon City.
Yeah, here's what I would say. You know, just because you said the standard doesn't mean that people can't improve upon it. And that's me saying, without playing Link to the Past, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just haven't played it, but I really like Ocarina. I know that's such a basic chancer, but so what I like, I don't know. Like I played a bunch of ooh, you know what one was good? I was gonna say I really liked Link's Awakening, but I liked the remake of Link's Awakening was really good. You know, I think Link's Awakening was really good and the remake was really good. It's set up the same way as Ocarina, just in 2D, in my opinion. I mean, just because it's set up, I feel like 2D and 3D games are just different when you play them. Like it's kind of a different skill set essentially. I think that they can generally have the same thing, but they're not, you know. But I see what it could set up the standard in which Ocarina plays as a progression. I don't know. Still gotta play Link's Awakening. That's right. The Final Fantasies on NES were open for 2D open world games. Okay. Yeah, but I'm never gonna play a Final Fantasy game. I mean, not that this is a recommendation for me. Canarad is the one who is looking. All right, let's get into some news. I have a lot of news, so we might be speed running the news today. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into some news.
Everyone.
All right, if you guys ever have any articles that you want me to talk about, make sure you jump into the Discord, find the news channel, and drop whatever articles you would like me to talk about. Yeah, man, I gotta update that news intro. I know we do a little news intro. I love a news intro, but man, every time I see it, I'm always like, damn, why does that guy look so weird? Some more examples. Yeah, for sure. I'm just talking shit about Final Fantasy any chance I can get. Hyper Light Drifter is pretty open world. Yeah. Just gotta update the Cody, and I mean, yeah, that's what I've been what I've been wanting to do, is just update that. Why does this guy look so weird? Me to the mirror. Yeah, that's what just happened. That whole intro was just me essentially looking at me and being like, bro, why do I look like that? My hair. Okay, so anybody who's been here for a little while, you probably noticed. Recently, I've been wearing my hat a lot. My hair has gotten not long, but like unmanaged. In a way that I really need to get it cut, and I have not had a good way of doing anything with it. It has just been freaking wild, and so I've not enjoyed it. But I'm also lazy, so the hat is going to be kind of I think a partner going forward for a little bit. Look at all of it. It's just it's craziness in the streets. Do you see what I'm saying? I shouldn't have done such things. Is this way cooler? Oh my gosh. I'm just kidding. There, we're just getting it out of the face. But it has gotten real long. I can't even tell in the back is a little bit, but it has gotten so long. I need to get it cut soon. The Superman curl? Man, I don't even know. All right, let's get into some news. And like I said, when I say news, it's tough because we've been doing news for a couple years now. And this has been the first year where anytime I say news, I feel like I have to preface by saying like, well, it's not that kind of news, you know? And obviously I know. I understand where we're at. But goddamn, like it's stuff like this. And then I'm like, it's not the bad news, but it's also not good news. There's a lot of layoffs that have been happening and stuff. So this is it's a lot of game and movies and stuff, but it's still shitty news. So Meta is reportedly laying off around 700 workers. Reality Lab division will be affected. This is by Sophie McAvoy. I always want to say like McAvoy, and it might be like that, but Meta has reportedly cut around 700 roles across several divisions, including its Reality Labs unit. According to the New York Times, positions in recruiting, sales, operations, and Facebook were also affected. The company currently employs 78,000 people. That's so many people. A Meta spokesperson told the outlet teams across Meta regularly restructure and implement changes to ensure they're in the best position to achieve their goal. Where possible, we are finding opportunities for employees whose position may be impacted. Bloomberg reported the layoffs may affect workers in the US and other markets. Most affected employees were reportedly notified on Wednesday, March 25th. Yeah, crazy stuff. It does not surprise me. Meta has been trying to figure out what the hell they're doing as of late. They put a lot of their eggs in the metaverse basket, where they then said that they were rolling back the metaverse, only to say that no, they were not rolling it back, that they because they were going to close it, and then they weren't closing it, and that happened like a week or so ago, that they kind of backed out of that whole thing. So Meta's in a weird spot right now, and honestly, they're gonna have to figure it out at some point. But yeah, currently, luckily, the only Meta thing that I use is Instagrams. I said Instagrams. Oh my god, I'm old. Instagram, and I mean, listen, it's not a great thing, but I like using it to support and have some general conversations with people. So I use it for some communicating with some friends and stuff, but I also use it for supporting friends as well. You know, as a quote unquote content creator, I have friends who are also doing the same. And I like to go over there and support people as best I can, whether it's giving a like, a share, a comment, whatever feels appropriate for the time. I like doing those things when I can. And yeah, it's just one of the easier platforms to do it through. So hopefully everybody who's, I say it through any of the other things, but hopefully, and honestly, I have something else I want to add to this, but hopefully everybody is able to find jobs quickly. Hopefully that Meta is giving out some kind of severance for these people. And it did seem like they are doing some kind of job placement within the company, but hopefully just they're given whatever opportunities they can to transition to whatever their next position or job is. So I do say this as there is a article we'll talk about in a few minutes about somebody who's getting let go from Epic that really shines the light on how these people who are getting let go are more than a number, and there's so much more to it than that. And so everything that I even say about like getting new jobs and all that stuff like will pale in comparison to that article, but obviously we're not there yet, and we move on. Sony has announced that PlayStation 5 and Portal are going to increase. Prices are going to increase coming this week. This is by Marcus Stewart. And Sony has announced it's raising the price of its PlayStation 5 consoles and the PlayStation Portal. The changes will take effect starting next week on April 2nd, marking the second price increase for the PlayStation 5 in less than a year. In the PlayStation blog post, Sony states that with its continued pressure in the global economic landscape, we've made the decision to increase the price of the PlayStation 5, PS5 Pro, and PlayStation Portal Remote Player globally. We know that price changes impact our community, and after careful evaluation, we found this was a necessary step to ensure we can continue delivering innovation, high-quality gaming experiences to players worldwide. Did they say exactly what's going to happen? Okay, so here are the different price breakdowns. So PlayStation is going up $100. Digital Edition is going up $100. And PS5 Pro is... wow, $150. And then here, the UK, Europe, and Japan, different price layouts there for you as well. With the PlayStation Portal going up $50 in the US, UK, Europe, and Japan there as well. Yeah, listen, as much as I am upset about this, and I am, it also feels like it's really a weird... Yeah, I was gonna say it makes sense. It sadly makes sense. I agree. It's one of those things that's like the way that everything's going, we're essentially forcing these companies to have to do these things because it's like, well, you know, they should just take a loss, and at a certain point they can't, you know. I know, I understand it for a business reason. It still sucks. It still super sucks. But yeah, I just it's one of those ones where you're like, yeah. Base PS5 is up 30% since launch, and the company is making record profits. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's yeah. I mean, that's true. I feel like it's one of those things where like whenever things are going up like this, they're using it as the push of, well, whenever we need to make those profits, we're pushing that onto the customer. And it never feels good, but I mean, like I said, it definitely makes sense. I think the price of making these things is more expensive. It just is, with the prices of electronic parts just going up in general. And yes, that means I know that Sony and PlayStation as companies are definitely not hurting, but the thing is, it also, as a company, for them, it doesn't make sense for them to do this at a loss. At a certain point, it definitely feels like it's one of those ones where it's like, they're never going to be like, well, and it's not because they won't. Like, I know like a lot of times like old PlayStations used to be loss leaders, in the sense that they would be underpriced. They would take a loss on them knowing that they'll get their money back over time. So, but I just don't think that's the way that it is anymore. Over the increase to make the product. Yeah, we're always sold at a loss for previous generations. Yeah, I just don't think that's where they're at anymore. I think, honestly, and this is completely honest, this is how I think about it. I think unfortunately Sony doesn't have any competition. I think if Sony had some real competition, they would do this, because you know when Sony always shined the best is when they had that competition with Xbox. When Xbox would come out and talk about their price, and then Sony could come out and lay the smack down on them with the price. Or when Xbox or Microsoft came out and talked about like the locking the games to your console, and then Sony got to come out and have their press conference and was like, if you want to share your game with your friend, you just hand it to them. Like that was the best Sony moments for them, because they had that competition. And unfortunately, Microsoft / Xbox is not a competitor. And honestly, the Switch is not a competitor for them. The people who are going to buy a Switch or buy a PlayStation are pretty vastly different people generally, with the overlap being overlap, because I personally own a Switch and a PlayStation, but I'm going to own both, you know? It's different now. And I'm not trying to rationalize it in the sense that I think that PlayStation / Sony is right here, because I don't think that that's true. I just think the reason they're doing it is because they don't have the competition they used to. Honestly, we need somebody to get that pushback on them. And I don't know if it'll be Xbox or not. It does seem like Xbox wants to position themselves to, but will they is to be answered, you know? Yeah, and if I think it's at that point where Sony doesn't feel like they have to do the sale at a loss anymore. I wish they did, man, but they just won't. They may have when they first when they were first selling them, but they don't feel that pressure anymore, I don't think. All right. Wants to buy a new just makes me want to buy a new PS5. Don't. You shouldn't. I love my PS5, but also I haven't turned out my PS5 in weeks. Maybe even months. I don't know. As I've gotten a PC, man, I have preferred playing everything on my PC. Man, you can just, as long as your system is pretty decent, you can pretty much like set it and forget it. Once you get you dial your settings in a little bit. And yeah, there's some tinkering and things, but man, set whatever, whatever aspect ratio, details, anything. I mean, it's so nice. I love it. I love playing things on PC, which makes me, very much be like, I really want to play this on PlayStation. Now, Switch is one of the hard ones, because there's certain things you can literally only play on Switch unless you're a pirate. It's not me this time. No, I don't know. I understand, especially as, because this is also coming on the heels of PlayStation also kind of backtracking on releasing their games on PC. Now they're going to go back to more exclusivity and stuff. It's not a good look for Sony right now, but again, it just it bangs back on my point of Sony doesn't have competition right now, so they're just going to keep doing whatever the fuck they want, because there's not much. Their whole point is like, where else are you gonna go? And yeah, it kind of is like, I guess nowhere. So shitty, but can really hamper a game too. Yeah, for sure, because your demographic in which people have that specific console compared to, I mean, every console and PC and everything, you're taking, you know, your marketing and being like here instead of it being a much bigger thing. And yeah, for some games it, you know, it works, but for some it'll kill a game. A lot of games that blew up huge over the last few years have been small games on Steam, you know. And I'm not saying that's you know, those are exclusive games, but it's much easier to release on Steam as like a indie developer, and then yeah, you get to just put your game out there and do all those things. I think it really it helps to have some places to be able to release your game, not just be on like a PlayStation or something. But PlayStation is also going to exclusive games that are much bigger than an indie game, so I don't know. All right, let's get into our next one, which is one I'm very excited about. Just straightening my shirt a little bit. No worries about that. Oh, what is this? An article by Joe Edwards. Bigfoot experts detail excitement after wave of Ohio sightings. That's right, guys. Us in Ohio, we've got Bigfoot. I know you guys were thinking, where's Bigfoot? He's in Ohio. A Bigfoot expert shared his excitement with Newsweek after a surge of reported sightings in Northeast Ohio, despite a lack of physical evidence thus far. Did I talk about this on stream? I don't remember if I did or not, but the Bigfoot Society said it received accounts of 8 sightings. 8 sightings. I knew it, right? That's what I'm saying. Also, Vaz just throwing a troll face, and I don't understand why. There was 8 sightings. Do you understand? 8. You think 8 people all missighted? I don't think so, buddy. 7? Yeah, sure. 8? I don't think so anymore. Now it's a fact. Between March 6th and March 10th from the area around Manaway and Garrettsville in Northeast Ohio. Bigfoot activity like this hasn't been documented in the area since the 70s, guys. Jeremiah Byron, host of the Bigfoot Society podcast, said, "The current generation of Bigfoot enthusiasts, including myself, have never lived through a sighting flap like this, and we are extremely excited to potentially get substantial evidence through this." That's right, guys. Ohio, like RB has the meats, we've got the Bigfoot. We've got the feats. Ohio, we've got the feats. I'm just saying it. We've got the feats. From the 17, driving down some back-ass roads. Friend, at the time, they say that sucker ran out in front of us. Didn't say shit because we just knew it was the feats. Yeah, listen. I'm always in the camp of, listen, do I think that Bigfoot is probably not real? I think probably not. But we're also really stoned. Oh. It does kind of take away from the story a little bit. Honestly, I think if you would have left that part out, I was gonna hedge a little bit. How many of those 8 were stoned? None of them, man. And it doesn't matter because there was 8 of them. This guy just doesn't get it. This guy doesn't understand. The Bigfoot Society is on it, bro. They're gonna find them. Nah, it was real though. You know what? I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. That's why I hold him so close to my heart, guys. That's why he's right here. There's a whole society that are going to find them, bro. Exactly. And okay, there's also a Futurama episode about Bigfoot. And they're always talking about like, well, why don't you just put cameras everywhere? And they're like, well, you see, people who are looking for Bigfoot are notoriously don't have a lot of money. And that's very expensive. And I was like, yeah. So now that they've got a society, maybe they can fundraise with it, with some cupcakes or something. It's me, Big Feet. No, it's Big Face. It's me, Big Face. Funder Bigfoot camera. Whoa, is that an OnlyFans thing? People are into big feet pictures now. What is this? Literally a Bigfoot on camera. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Where does he get shoes like that? I'm just saying, there's money to be made here. Yeah, so listen. Okay, in all honesty, I know there's a guy at work who really is a Bigfoot person. And listen, if you like Bigfoot or not, believe in Bigfoot, I don't really care. Like, I'm not here to yuck somebody's yum. I legitimately don't care. It's not gonna hurt me. I don't believe there's such thing as Bigfoot. I just don't. It's fine. But he was very excited when this all was coming out. And so, yeah, I did talk about it a lot. That's why I was like, I didn't remember if I talked about it on stream or not, because I definitely talked to him about it a lot. But yeah, he also knows it. It's not my thing, but I do think it's a fun thing. It's not really hurting anybody, at least as far as I know. So listen, if you believe you've seen Mr. Feet, I think that's a lot of fun, and it's a good story. Even if you were really stoned. All right, let's go ahead. I'm up for updates. I mean, listen, whenever we get them, obviously. This was from March 12th, so they haven't found them yet. They're still looking. Ohio's a big state, bro. They're still looking. They could have been migrating too, so obviously. All right, let's jump into our next one. NASA to launch the Artemis 2 crew on flight around the moon this week. Here's everything you need to know. This is why William Harwood. After weeks of delay, NASA is finally poised for the launch of the historic flight this week to send a crew of 4 astronauts on a trailblazing 9-day trip around the moon and back. The Artemis 2 mission, with Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and astronaut Christina Koch and Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen, is scheduled to lift off on Wednesday, April 1st at 6:24 Eastern Time, atop a Space Launch System rocket, the most powerful operational booster in the world. Hey, that's actually really fun. It's crazy that they're like, it's a 9-day trip, guys. And I say this because it sounds like a vacation plan. They're like, all right, we're planning a quick 9-day trip. We're just going around the moon and back. It seems like insane. Seems just crazy. NASA began its launch countdown Monday afternoon, and as of Tuesday, the weather forecast is holding steady with an 80% chance of favorable conditions for launch. Hey, let's go to the moon, exclaimed Wiseman, speaking to a throng of reporters after he and his crewmates arrived at the Kennedy Space Center on Friday. I think the nation and the world has been waiting a long time to do this again. They originally planned to launch in early February, but the flight was delayed, first by hydrogen and fuel leaks, and then later by problems with the upper stage propellant pressurization system. NASA says both issues have been resolved, clearing the way for blastoff. Insane. A dangerous holiday trip. Is there any reason that they are sending them, or is it just because? I mean, I haven't heard anything about this. I mean, and that doesn't mean anything. I'm just kind of maybe out of the know at this point, but I'm surprised there's not more going on with it. I mean, yeah, this is like I said, kind of the first time I heard, because it's been a while. Honestly, I mean, I'm not even mad about that. I kind of am like, we used to go to the moon all the time. Well, not all the time. We've gone to the moon a couple times and we just haven't gone back. Like we just done looking at the moon. Eventually going to Mars. This is a stepping stone. Oh, nice. Okay, so is the Artemis program going to be the one that eventually launches to Mars? Very interesting. So tomorrow at 6:24 my time, the correct time, Eastern, yeah, we are gonna be checking out the Artemis 2 mission, hopefully launching and doing a quick 9-day trip around the moon and back. So very cool. Bunch of shit on the moon, bro. Like, when are we getting restaurants on the moon? It started with Reagan. The Artemis missions, it started with Reagan? Really? Jesus. Yeah, it would be nice to it'd be nice to get this stuff down, but get more space exploration going. I'd love. No, the budget cuts. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's true. It'd be nice if, I know that NASA's mostly a publicly funded, privately funded, but it would be nice to see them get more public funding too. All right, let's keep on rolling. This one is by Mike Harris. Ohio Safari welcomes first baby rhino of 2026. That's right. We're getting all of the Ohio articles today, and thanks to Title for both of the Ohio ones today, which is crazy because even us Ohesians, as I've told you guys what we're called, Ohesians, is definitely what we're called. We don't even really pay attention to this stuff because these kind of great things are always happening and we just can't keep up with it. You know, we just can't keep up with all the great things that are happening in Ohio. The Wilds has announced the birth of its first rhino calf of 2026. The male southern white rhino was born March 5th at about 1 p.m. and the calf weighs about 100 pounds. Oh my God, he's fucking adorable. Publicly funded, but they contract out SpaceX and Blue Origin, which, not fond of, yeah. Okay, so wait, they're mostly publicly funded? I thought NASA was privately funded. I thought they got like funding from the government. He's paying attention to Ohio more than us. No, that's not true. Not true. We just overlook it because there's so many other things happening in Ohio that we just don't even think about it. Many Ohio stories in my feed. Crazy. Absolutely insane. That's a big baby. He's a big baby. He's so cute though. Look at his little face. Oh my God. Baby rhinos are fucking adorable. Oh, he's in Columbus? I've been to the Columbus Zoo. The calf's mother is Agnes, a southern white rhino at the Wilds. Staff members said she is caring for and nursing the calf. Animal teams are monitoring the pair as they bond. The calf's father is Bernard, another rhino that lives at the Wilds. Pairings for the rhinos are recommended through the Association of Zoos and Aquarium Species Survival Plan. The program works to maintain a genetically diverse rhino population. The Wilds has managed a conservation breeding program for the rhinos for more than 2 decades. The center welcomed its first rhino in 2004 and now has a multi-generational herd. So this is kind of the part of I know that is like I think we've talked about it, like zoos are always like I think a little bit of a hot topic for some people because some people don't really like them. That's fair. I know that this is kind of where like the good side of zoos come out, is where they're trying to do more preservation of species. And whether you like the caged part of it, unfortunately, that is kind of how they fund themselves. But they make these bigger pushes to try and help like rhino population and there's lots of other species that they're trying to do similar things with. And it is cool, but it is, like I said, there's also a completely understandable version of this where you don't like how they have to do all of the other parts of it and everything. Completely understandable. But I always enjoy the part of it where it is trying to help populations of animals that are more endangered and such. So very, very cool. Let me and just so you guys can not worry about it, here's another picture of him. You're right, it is government funded, which makes it public. Oh, okay. Not private at all. All right, well, that's my bad. I for some reason was expecting the government to be more of a private funding, but yeah, I'm not super invested in how the funding system specifically works. It's not a perfect system, but it tries. Yeah, it's not a perfect system, and that is not the thing that that's why I will never specifically defend it as a end all be all for everybody, because I know that it doesn't, and for some people it specifically makes them uncomfortable. And how that they feel like animals are treated and stuff, and I think that's like a way more empathetic way of viewing animals than I sometimes have. As much as I feel like I have a lot of empathy for animals and stuff, I think about it in the sense that sometimes animals are dumb and they don't know how to take care of themselves. I don't know what makes us God at that point, but I don't know. Yeah, it's not perfect, but there is some good that comes out of it. All right, let's keep on going on. I got a good one here. This one is by Chris Scullion. Konami has increased its starting salary in Japan by nearly 30%, increasing its base pay rate for the fifth year in a row. This is crazy. I'm pretty sure Konami might be one of those companies that we talked about before that just does crazy good things. The company announced that its initial base salary for college graduates will be 310,000 yen per month, a 29% rise from the 240,000 yen per month in February 2023. This will enable us to offer competitive compensation for new recruits and create an environment where talented employees can thrive with a sense of satisfaction in their work, it said in a statement. It also announced that it will be increasing its base salary for all employees. The fifth year in a row it has done this, by 5,000 yen per month. Wow. It is insane to see companies like this now. Is that crazy? So hold on, let me do a quick okay, so I'm just doing a quick conversion here. So the 5,000 yen that they're increasing by per month is and listen, this is not like a crazy thing when you transfer it over to USD, but I will say an increase, and it is an increase. They're making $31.55 more per month than before. Now, like I said, it's not a ton, but it means no matter what, like this is before, like I'm sure increases, everything like that, they are making an additional $400 a year, just for being there, you know, for an additional like about $400. And that's of course not with just base of anything else there. So real quick, let me go back up. So they're changing over to, it's crazy how much how the conversion works. So 31,000 or 310,000 a month roughly equates to $2,000 a month USD. 2,000 a month, it's, you know, it's a pretty serviceable amount, especially as a new hire or anything. Like I said, I'm not saying that it's like some huge amount, but it is a company that is trying to, you know, make those pushes and stuff to better their employees' lives. And honestly, it's just crazy. It's just crazy that that's a thing. It's crazy that it's crazy, you know, doing a 29% increase for anyone. For anyone that isn't like a CEO or like a COO or CFO, yeah, it would be insane. They would never. Yeah, they would never. It's crazy. So sorry, I want to get a little water. So yeah, good on Konami. Honestly, huge. And I thought this was crazy. And I liked having a little bit of upbeat news when I can. So between the Bigfoot, the Rhino, and now Konami increasing their base salaries, honestly, just great. Some good news today. Not a lot of great news, but some good news. And with that, let's crash everything back down into some bad news. This one was pretty sad. WonderStop developer Ivy Road is shutting down. Marcus Stewart wrote this one, and he said tomorrow, which is now today. Unfortunately, this one is real sad. Ivy Road Studios, the team behind last year's well-received narrative shop simulator WonderStop, is closing its doors. Tomorrow, March 31st, the team announced this news this past Friday. The studio was founded by Davey Redden, known as the creator of the Stanley Parable and Beginner's Guide. In a website post, the team explained it was unable to secure funding for its next project, known as Engine Angel. Because of this, the studio must shut down. It's a particularly tough time for raising game funds, so while we weren't necessarily surprised, we are disappointed that we won't be able to bring Engine Angel to life as a team, reads a section of Ivy's Road post. The team also provided a link to a 35-second concept video showing off what looks like a whimsical car combat game. The game will remain available for purchase on each platform it's listed on, and owners will still be able to download and install it. Ivy Road also revealed that it has been working on one final surprise for the game to help it reach new players. And the publisher, Annapurna, will share more when the time is right in the future. So yeah, super sad. So I believe WonderStop was like a tea, it was like a magical tea shop thing. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, super sad to see, especially for something like where it was like we were just trying to secure the funds, weren't going to be able to. It's too bad. Hopefully they're able to I mean, maybe they're able to after this maybe secure a little extra funding or something, but if not, at least the people are able to find some jobs, even if it's with somebody else, another small dev company or something. But yeah, it's super sad. I think WonderStop looked really interesting. Maybe it wasn't the game for me, but I feel like that's the rub sometimes, you know. I still want to play WonderStop. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, a narrative-centric cozy game about change and tea. Yeah, so it's like a tea. You run like a tea shop, but there's like so many more things other than that. Music composer is the same person who did all of the Minecraft music, so Probably some pretty decent music, I bet. Yeah, super sad to see that they're gonna get that they're shutting down, but I am glad to see that the game will be available for a little for a while, and that there is gonna be some kind of final update, but super sad nonetheless. All right, let's keep on going. Luke Riley put this one together. A 65-ton Super Mario sand sculpture on Australia Beach is sure impressive. I don't love the thing here, but it's fine. The pictures of this were really cool. I wanted to show them off. There's not much I'm going to go into this, but I do want to kind of read out some of the thing here. The Australian Sand Sculpting Competition of 2026 has today unveiled a 65-ton Super Mario sand sculpture in Frankston, Victoria. The reveal comes ahead of this year's sculpting showcase, which is themed The Enchanted Realm. The sculpture is described as one of the centerpiece attractions of this year's event and took over 6 days to produce. At 7.5 meters long and 3.5 meters high, the sculpture was reportedly crafted from 65 tons of sand, and that's roughly 10 male African elephants, or around 685,000 Super Mario 64 cartridges. So here, let me show you guys what this looks like, because it is actually really impressive. It's crazy because I see people who do these crazy sand sculptures, and you're like, damn, that's insane. But this is one that, yeah, you can just tell there's a level of detail and everything. The links are in the Discord if you want to go through and take a look at these yourself, kind of get a bigger resolution picture. But yeah, super cool. This kind of stuff is just really impressive. The level of sculpting and everything is really cool. Yeah, if you've ever seen anybody make these two, it is really interesting. I don't understand exactly how the stuff doesn't fall once they get it set up, because this is supposed to be set up for probably, I assume, a couple of days, you know. But it's weird that it doesn't just, like, there's no chance that it will ever fall during those couple of days. I don't know. Yeah, super interesting, very impressive. How does that flag not crumble? That's what I'm saying. Those are the things I don't understand, but super cool though. Yeah, just weird. Because even this, how? I don't get it. All right, let's go ahead and get into our next one. Let me save this one for a little bit. I'm gonna save that one. That one's a little dark. I haven't gotten to read into all the details, but I do want to go over that one in a little bit. That one's it's a little dark, and I'll give people a little more of a proper warning about that one. Let's get into this one. This one's by Tom Phillips, and this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Switch 2 remake is reportedly coming this Christmas with a new Star Fox this summer. So this has been kind of leaked, but not confirmed by Nintendo, obviously. I don't like to usually talk about rumors or leaks and stuff most of the times, because it's nothing, it's doing nothing for us. But this one is getting picked up by a bunch of people, and it does seem like it may be more legitimate than not. So I wanted to go over it just a little bit and just kind of give some general thoughts, some of the same things I had kind of talked about in the Discord, but I'll give them out here too as well. A new Star Fox game and a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake are among numerous unannounced Nintendo games reportedly headed to the Switch 2 this year. That's according to noted internet tipster Nate the Hate, who accurately leaked the Switch 2's reveal date last year alongside other details of the console, and whose information today has been backed up by VGC sources. So getting backed up by somebody else too, another source. Perhaps surprisingly, 2026 will reportedly not be the year we see a major new 3D Mario game, though Nintendo's long-awaited follow-up. I'm sorry, Benign, bro. I'm talking, bro. Though Nintendo's long-awaited follow-up to Super Mario Odyssey will apparently be ready for 2027. So again, these are pretty heavily rumored, and I mean, but there's now at least a couple of sources that are saying that this is true. And it has kind of made me think about like, I've wanted Nintendo to do something with Ocarina of Time. And for a long time I thought I wanted a remake, and recently I have been kind of weighing it in my mind if I would rather them just do a remaster with quality of life stuff. I feel like a remake opens it up to be more molded in a different way. And one of the things that would be tough would be playing a game that you have such very specific fond memories of and it being somehow different. And I would struggle if it was different in a way that would make me mad. I would worry, at least it would. If it was a full remake, the art style could completely change. And yeah, it just I don't know, it could be, it definitely worries me. It could worry me how different it could be. Now a remaster, you're just taking everything, maybe you're upscaling it, maybe using some different textures or things like that, but you're essentially keeping the game very similar, and just maybe you're adding some quality of life things, a similar way to like the 3DS did with Ocarina of Time when they did just their HD remaster. Where like they allowed you to have on the 3DS, you had your main game up on top, and then you had your inventory on the lower section, and you could click in your inventory your iron boots and turn them on and off with a click like that, so you didn't have to go into a menu and do all those things. It made everything very simple. It made like the water temple a little easier, just because it made it a little less of a pain in the ass. And there's a lot of like little things like that can be done to make the game just work a little bit better. And you can do some little tweaks here and there, but I feel like it's just a remake. It would worry me. Now, if I was gonna trust somebody to do it, it's probably Nintendo. They're gonna be pretty faithful. But like I said, if something's different than how the game you remember growing up on, if it's that vastly different, something's different, you're gonna be like, what is this? I will say I've been playing through Spyro, the remaster of Spyro. Spyro 1 and 2 got those remasters a couple years ago, or the remakes a couple years ago. And I will say those are phenomenal. And I saw a thing about how the developer of those specifically used all of the same geometry, so that way the games were one-to-one to each other, and then they just updated everything from there. And I was like, perfect. That's what I would like. Remaster is more of a Nintendo's alley. They aren't usually keen on remakes. Yeah, I mean, everything is reported as a remake so far, but we'll see. Give us randomizer settings in the game. Ooh, that'd be fun. I mean, they did the Master Quest on GameCube for Ocarina of Time, and honestly, that would be something even like that, where you do like Master Quest, would be really cool. So yeah, that could be really fun. The Game Boy remake was great, and shows they do remakes well. The Link's Awakening, right? That one, I agree. They do remakes and they do them really well, and that one was really great. And it was kind of a one-to-one kind of situation too. So yeah, I think they could do it. That's why I say I think if somebody could do it and do it well, it would be Nintendo. But I would want them, like I said, it's that weird line of like, I want them to make it look really good and play really good, but I don't want them to change too much. The rock in a hard place kind of stupid fanboy thing. But honestly, if they do it, I would give it as much leeway as I could. And I think it would be more than it deserves sometimes, but Yeah, so this again very much makes me feel like I might be buying a Switch 2 at some point. You know, I might be buying a Switch 2 at some point. We'll see. Yeah, whenever they do kind of finally announce anything, we'll definitely talk about it. But like I said, I don't normally talk about these kind of things, but this one seemed very interesting. The 3DS Ocarina of Time? Maybe he was talking about the 3DS. I thought he was talking about Link's Awakening, because I thought Link's Awakening was a Game Boy game first. Yeah, Awakening. Yeah, Awakening. Okay, yeah, Awakening was on Game Boy first, and then when they did the Switch update, it was really, really good. That remake is so good. That's a good point by Cyclo. I felt like I was like, they would do a good job, but then I was like, yeah, I don't know if I could remember any, but that's a good one. I forgot. And some textures on 3DS, it was kind of nice. Yeah, but it would be cool to see them do a little more. If it's gonna be on Switch 2, like, push it, make it kind of like, make it kind of great, you know? Like, do a little more. I don't want it to, if you're gonna do it on Switch 2, don't like just. I would kind of want them to not just do like a 3DS skin, you know? Like, I kind of want them to do a little more. If you're gonna do it, do it. And now if it's just gonna be a remaster, 100% just do the 3DS. I think I talked about this already. Just do the 3DS HD version and then just update, do a couple of quality of life things. I'm good. All right, let's get into, this is the one that I was talking about with some of the layoffs and things. This is a really, really interesting article, and I do want to get into it a little bit here. This one's by Tom Phillips. Epic Games boss Tim Sweeney responds after Fortnite layoffs revealed to include an employee with terminal cancer who will lose life insurance. So right off the bat, you can easily see how this is an article that very much touches on, yes, Fortnite was laying off like 1,000 employees, and that number is crazy. It's an unfathomable, at least for most of us, amount of people from a business. But within those numbers are people, like real fucking people, which is why I don't like to skimp out on talking about the layoffs. And I also always go through like hey, I hope these people find good jobs and hopefully they're getting some severance, because each of those people is getting affected in their life in ways that I just don't think that we'll ever be able to process, not fully. And this one really, really hits in the way that you can kind of be like, yeah, those numbers are real people, and there's people who are really going to have like a really tough time. And this one is a very huge part of that. Epic Games has said it will solve the insurance of a former Fortnite employee living with terminal cancer following widespread criticism of the company's decision to lay them off. Now, I'll say this. Epic Games is 100% just playing PR here. I just don't believe for a second that they would do this if there wasn't some kind of criticism of them. Like, this should have been something they did well before it became public knowledge. When it becomes public knowledge, you kind of lose that layer of, oh, we were going to help them. Now you aren't. Mike Prink, a programmer who had worked at Epic for 7 years, was one of the many staff members caught up in Epic Games' most recent mass layoffs, which resulted in more than 1,000 employees out of work. Prink also had terminal brain cancer, something his wife Jenny has helped publicize online following his loss of life insurance. The situation quickly stoked further fury from fans at the staff cuts and has now prompted a response from Epic Games boss Tim Sweeney, who said the company was now in contact with the family to solve the insurance for them. Yeah, see, it just becomes a little gross when it's like, yeah, well, we're gonna do something now. And I'm glad that I'm glad that they're reaching out and they're going to help, but it does feel like gross, right? Like the end result will hopefully be something that's good, but to me, Epic is like playing the PR move here. Like, well, we're gonna make sure we help them. My husband Mike was recently laid off along with 1,000 other Epic Games. She wrote in a post on Facebook. What makes this different from our family is that Mike is currently fighting terminal brain cancer. Because of the layoff, we didn't just lose income, we lost life insurance. And because his condition is now considered a pre-existing condition, he can't get new coverage. So now, as I face the reality of losing my husband, I'm also facing the reality of what type of funeral burial I can afford, how I can keep a roof over our heads, how I will protect our sons and the life we built together, what will happen to our dogs. Mike is not just a number, he's a father, a husband, a person, deploy loved. I think it was deeply loved. We are running out of time and I'm trying everything I can to protect my family. Responding to comments on her post, Prink's wife Jenny said she had been exploring conversations, conversion or portability options for life insurance, but that these were expensive to the tune of thousands of dollars per month. And over on Twitter, numerous Fortnite fans began sharing the situation, which led to Sweeney's ultimate responding. Epic is in contact with the family and will solve the insurance for them. He wrote on Twitter, there is high confidentiality around medical information, and it was not a factor in the layoff decision. Sorry to everyone for not recognizing this terribly painful situation and handling in advance. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that's very true, but I just don't believe it. I don't think that's why this person was laid off. I actually, some part of me understands that would be such a stupid thing to do, but I do think that that at some point somebody knows, and it would have been ran up a little bit. Somebody would have said something. At least I believe that they would have. But yeah, listen, like I said, in the end, I think there will be a positive outcome for it. But it's not because Epic was a good company. It's because Epic is having to now, having to battle its way out of a bad situation that they ultimately caused themselves. So, yeah, like I said, it very much. I wanted to discuss this one because I feel like it really shines that spotlight on, these numbers that we talk about for layoffs and stuff. They always just it's a big number, and we never really get the understanding of what that actually looks like. And this is one of these ones where you get to zoom in, really see what that looks like, and kind of have to face a little bit of an ugly truth, at least for Epic here, and really get to see what these layoffs actually look like. Because yeah, exactly what this lady is saying is not only are they losing their income, because they're also losing a lot of other things like the insurance and stuff like that people depend on and sometimes even need, like Mike's case here. And so yeah, I felt like it's definitely valuable to try and take some time to make sure we get to highlight these situations and again, kind of hold game companies accountable, or at least, not wash over these with no emotions in the way that they kind of do it sometimes. But, like I said, the layoffs, these numbers and stuff, it can be just overwhelming and this and that. But I think it's important to kind of talk about and hit on and take our time with it and stuff sometimes, because I think I've mentioned it before, how much like going over some of this stuff is like it's messed with me just a little bit, like this stuff, not just layoffs but everything in general. But the news is not always super easy to go over, but I also feel like, you know, I'm here like, damn, that just bums me out, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not the one who's in these situations, and you know, to be like, oh well, I don't want to talk about those things, feels like incredibly like you know, like, oh, I'm in such a great situation, I don't even have to. I think it's worth taking the time and just highlighting it a little bit. All right, I got just a couple more. Let's get into some RAM prices. You know, keeps the humanity in perspective. I feel like that's a good way of kind of summing up everything. Like me getting to bear a little bit of my soul to go over those things, I feel like it gets me to kind of you know, it feels like the price I should have, I get to pay, and I get to pay. Was not exactly what I mean. Like there's a point of like, it's the least I can do to pay that little bit of myself, because all those people are going to be going through a 100 times worse situation than I am, just talking about it, reporting on it. It feels like the least I can do, you know. My humanity in that part of it is getting to just call out these companies. So that's the little bit I get to do. I checked out some a few days ago, and it's ridiculous. Wait till you see what's happening to SSDs. This one's by Jacqueline Thomas. RAM prices have started to drop, but the crisis is far from over. Since November of 2025, RAM prices have been getting out of hand thanks to increased demand from AI hyperscalers. However, it looks like we've hit the peak, with RAM kits starting to come down in price, if only by just a little. The easing on memory prices seemed to be a response to Turbo Quant, a new algorithm from Google that the company claims lowers the memory cost by as much as 6 times. On top of that, OpenAI's problem with raising funds have also contributed to lower memory costs, according to a report from The Telegraph. But even if prices will eventually fall back to normal levels, we're not quite there yet. Oh, excuse me. I definitely needed to. My throat has been a little bit. I've been using the 36 gigabytes kit from G.Skill memory as a sort of bellwether for the RAM market over the last few months. Right now, the memory is sitting at $419 for 32 gigs, which is significantly more expensive than it was at the end of last year. However, according to Camel, that particular kit of RAM peaked at $450 at the end of February. While a $30 drop in price is hardly the relief PC gamers are hoping for, it is movement in the right direction. I've been told by analysts that more insight and strategic and shell sag that the RAM crisis would last into or through 2027, and the recent plateau in memory costs doesn't exactly disprove that, but it does show that RAM is starting to inch back down in price, even if it wasn't in time to stop the PS5 and PS5 Pro from getting yet another price increase. So yeah, listen, we're making some slight headway. As I've stated before, Sora is getting shut down, which is a big fucking win for all of us. You know, we're starting to kind of, and not that I think that the AI bubble is popping, but I feel like we're getting closer. And I honestly think that, you know, yeah, maybe by the end of 2027, I think we could be seeing some pretty normal ish, hopefully, things with these things, but honestly, who knows? It is kind of a who knows at this point. But there was a I don't think it was specifically a Hank Green video. It was a Hank Green video, but I don't think it was through Hank Green. I think it's through his other one of his other channels. I'm just looking it up real quick. 1 second. If they come back down all the way. That's true, they could. They could not. Yeah, so he has another channel called Vlog Brothers. And there was one he posted maybe a couple days ago, and it says, "What is slop and why it gives me hope?" And I thought it was a pretty interesting video / article. It's about 12 minutes long. And I appreciated his view on it for the most part. I think it's pretty decent. It very much kind of talks about how people are interested in AI bullshit stuff, but
And you are out of here.
but there seems to be a tend more to like people not really caring for the slop part of it. And I think that's what's giving him hope mostly. And there's more to it, but definitely worth checking that out and kind of getting a little bit of perspective and stuff. I do enjoy that kind of stuff, but yeah, hopefully we'll see, like I said, a little bit of the pop at some point. I do want to talk about the couple of layoffs that happened over at Adios Montreal. Is this one we've talked about? Honestly, I feel like when I saw this, I felt like maybe we talked about this already. Let me look through a couple of these real quick. All right, this felt like one that I may have talked about recently, which is crazy. It's crazy. Is this not crazy that I may have already talked about this, but I can't remember because there's so many other things that are happening. I honestly just realized how crazy that is. I don't think it is. I think it's new. Which is, I mean, I don't know. We'll treat it as new, and just in case. So this was also updated today. Deus Ex and Tomb Raider developer Eidos Montreal, Eidos, I don't know how you say that first one, has announced a wave of layoffs alongside the departure of head studio David Alfonsi and Fozzie. The Embracer Group developer confirmed the significant reduction to its workforce with a social media post today. This message comes with confirmation that 124 employees across its production and support teams, and it is a result of changing project needs. Today is a difficult day for our studio and reflects the needs to adapt and concentrate efforts where Adios Montreal can be most effective. We are deeply grateful to the team members impacted. This decision is not a reflection of their talent, dedication, or performance. Supporting those impacted with care and respect remains our priority, while ensuring continuing continuity for the team moving forward. So yeah, it was back in January they announced the cancellation of layoffs. Okay, so this is new then. So yeah, just another round. And honestly, like I said, I do want to kind of just kind of circle back to a lot of the same things. So hopefully these guys are getting some kind of severance. Hopefully they're getting some job placement. Hopefully they find some jobs quickly. All the kind of the same things that we always kind of touch on. Honestly, like I said, 124 employees. It is hard to fathom that many people, but of all those 124, all 124's lives have changed. And so, yeah, it is one of those ones where I do hope they are able to find something quickly, and you know what, they'll be making some great games sooner than later. All right, I got a trailer before I want to get into this last thing. So a couple of weeks ago, I showed off a trailer. It was just like a teaser for a movie called The Backrooms, or Backrooms, or whatever. And I kind of went over it at that point, but A24 has picked up. There was a series that was going on YouTube by a guy named Kane Pixels. I think that's what he goes by. I think his actual name is Kane Parsons. He was making some really interesting, like, kind of like sub horror type media, and he was putting in some of these videos. He's putting them on YouTube, and they were really interesting, and they spawned a huge wave of like games and all kinds of things. And honestly, it's kind of been cool to see, but also it's kind of spawned its own genre at this point, like the liminal space kind of thing. And then A24 stepped in, and they liked kind of what they were seeing, and they gave this guy a budget and an opportunity, and he is making a full Backrooms movie. Now, when we looked at the teaser a couple of weeks ago, it was very just general. It was not they weren't really showing anything. Today, a actual trailer came out, and it shows a lot more of what this movie is going to look like and kind of feel like and seem like. And I think it gives us a better representation of what this will be. And I wanted to show this. I know that sometimes I don't go through an additional trailer, but for something like this, I feel like it's definitely warranted. So let me show you guys this this trailer for Backrooms.
I found something in the store.
Okay. What did you find?
The place. I found a place.
Hello?
आपको खुशामदीद कहते हैं।
Anyone there?
Look, I know how this sounds, but you gotta understand, it's massive in there.
I'm not saying I don't believe you.
Okay, I'm gonna come back here with proof.
All right, you filming?
Yeah. Follow my lead.
Clark, what is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've been there every night since I found the place, and I still barely scratched the surface. All right, just take it slow.
Oh my God.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up! What do you see?
All these rooms. This place builds them. It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me?
I don't understand. What is this?
It's beautiful. Am I right?
Hello?
Ooh, yeah. So there it is. That is the actual official trailer for it. And honestly, I think, man, I don't know. I kind of get it. I get it. I didn't really like. I've seen some of the other Backrooms kind of stuff when he was first putting stuff. I mean, most of it was pretty like cool. Nothing crazy. Nothing that was really like, oh, okay. But getting this, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I kind of feel like the vibe and everything. I feel like it actually looks pretty interesting. Now, I have no idea if people outside of knowing what this kind of is, like, even care about this at all. It is one of those ones which just ends up being like, do people care about this outside of like internet people? But I don't know. I think it could be really interesting. And honestly, it looks beautifully shot and everything. So, I mean, more power to this guy. I think he's kind of putting himself out here for potentially a really good career. So I'm definitely interested. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters or not. You know, just kind of depends. But I think it definitely seems interesting. All right, I'm gonna get into one more story, and this one is a little bit dark. It deals with some real-world crime, and I believe an actual death. So honestly, I just want to give people a little bit of a heads up and a little bit of a warning. Like I don't know exactly all of the details or how much this story is going to go into everything, but if you know this is something that's not really interesting to you, or at any point we start talking about anything that you don't want to, you're not interested in, I also understand if you would like to, you just want to excuse yourself out or whatever, but just kind of give you a little bit of heads up. There could be some sensitive topics or things that we're going to be touching on here, so just a little heads up. All right, let's get into this last one. And again, I did just want to kind of bring this one to the last, just so that we can kind of have it be on the end here. So the killer of a Pokemon store clerk was ex-boyfriend who was arrested for stalking her earlier this year, Japanese media reports. This is by Verity Townsend. On March 26th, a female store clerk at Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo in Japan was fatally stabbed by a man who then turned the weapon on himself. Both died of their injuries in hospital later that evening. Today, Japanese news outlets have revealed that the perpetrator was the victim's former boyfriend and had previously been arrested for stalking her. An employee at the Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo, Mo Harukawa, who's 21, was stabbed multiple times by Daikai Hirokawa at 7:20 p.m. on Thursday, after which the perpetrator stabbed himself in the neck. Oh my gosh, this word is getting me. Subsequently, reports by TBS News, Dig, and others revealed that Hirokawa was Harukawa's former boyfriend. According to Asahi News, they were in a relationship up until around July 2025. After the breakup, the victim reported to the police that she was being stalked by Hirokawa and that he would lie in wait outside her home and also secretly film her. Later that day, Hirokawa turned up outside her residence again and was arrested under Japanese Anti-Stalking Act. At this time, according to TBS News Dig, a fruit knife was found inside Hirokawa's car. When questioned by the police, he responded that he wanted to go back together with her. Hirokawa was arrested in January this year, given a restraining order. Police urged him to get counseling, but he apparently refused. Mo Hirokawa apparently began living elsewhere to escape Hirokawa's stalking. However, she still kept her part-time job at the Pokemon Center, which her killer was aware of. She explained that it was her dream to work there as she adored Pokemon, so she didn't want to leave that job. So sad. She was a very polite and cheerful girl who got on well with her siblings. I'm in shock, a person who knew the victim told TBS News. Tokyo Metropolitan Police believe that Hirokawa had an obsessive fixation on his former girlfriend and are still investigating the tragic incident. The Pokemon Company has issued a statement announcing the temporary closure of Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo and Pikachu Suites as a result. Thank you for your continued patronage of Pokemon Centers. Due to the incident that occurred on Thursday, March 26, 2026, at the Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo in Sunshine City, Higashi Ikebukuro, Tashimaku, Tokyo will be temporarily closed until further notice, prioritizing our full cooperation with the police and the physical and mental well-being of our staff. We sincerely apologize for the great concern and inconvenience this has caused everyone. We will inform you again when we will be reopening for business, and we kindly ask for your understanding. Okay, yeah. So this was a very wild one, and it had kind of gotten reported on early on when the incident had happened, and this is just kind of all the details and everything. It is insanely sad, and it's not something that is specifically relegated to like anywhere specific. Like I was gonna say like Japan, anywhere. It could be anywhere, but it points out like Japan has anti-stalking acts, and even with that, there's not a good way to protect people from stuff like this. There was a restraining order, and I remember there being a time when I remember somebody, not against me, of course. I shouldn't have said of course, but it is not. It was somebody that I knew was having a problem with somebody, and I had mentioned getting a restraining order, and they were like, "What does a piece of paper stop them from doing?" And I know that is a crazy way to have to feel, but it really is. It highlights just a problem that we have, and unfortunately the young lady did lose her life to it, and man, it made me very sad, but it was something that I think, you know, was at least kind of talking about, at least highlighting the topic of just if something like this is happening, reach out to people. Try to make sure you're finding help. I mean, obviously you can reach out to authorities and stuff, and I know that they'll usually the time they will help you as much as they can, but reaching out to other people, and just, you know, if something like this is happening, don't let yourself be in a situation, unfortunately, where you can be alone. It's crazy. It's so crazy to have to be like, as a victim, that you have to like, you know, just keep being victimized. But I wish there was a better way. I really do. I just wish there was something better people could do. But just, yeah, you almost have to be the person who does everything there. Just document everything. Don't put yourself in a position, and it sucks for this person too, because this was their dream job. Like, for them, their dream job, something that a job they really wanted, and it's the reason they kept that job, and it's ultimately the place that this person knew, and yeah, like I said, it's so incredibly sad, but you know, there are people out there who, unfortunately, they're unwell, they need help, but they don't take the opportunity to get help because they don't see that they need that help. It ended up being too late for this person at this point, and like I said, it sucks to have to be like, well, you need to do something to make sure that you're safe, but in a situation like this, it is having to be like that. So I don't know. I wish I had like better advice or something, but I don't. I just just super, super sad. Oh yeah, if anybody has any better advice or anything, I mean, please, we would love to hear it. But also, you know, just like I said, reach out to people, make sure that people are aware of what's happening. Police, otherwise, everybody, please just be as safe as you can. Because yeah, people who are unwell and need that help, they don't know it. They don't see it, and you know, I want the people who are affected by those people, you know, just to be able to try and be as safe as possible. Pay attention to your surroundings. Say something, definitely tell your coworkers, family, friends. Yes, coworkers, family, friends, all those things. Great advice. No one can be trusted. Don't talk to anyone. Do not form new relationships ever. I don't think that helps. I don't think that helps. If it's a previous relationship, it doesn't help. No. Yeah, so I agree. Telling coworkers, family, friends, saying something if you see something, paying attention to your surroundings, just, try to help people when you can, but also know your limitations in those situations. If something were to happen and you see something and it's not something that you can help in, don't put your own self in risk too. As an observer or something, reach out to authorities, anything like that too. Like, it is always one of those things, like, as much as we want to try and help people, know where your limits are as well. Like, that's such a big thing that I think sometimes people want to not necessarily be the hero, but you want to try and help people, because I think there is just a natural want for people to help people, but also definitely understand where your limits are and know where you can help and where you need to reach out to get help for somebody. So all right, that is all I have for news today. It was a lot. We're definitely going to get into our game here in just a few. We're going to only have a little bit of time, but that is it for the news, and I will see you guys on the other side. Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to bring us all down on that last one. It felt like it wasn't one I wanted to subject everybody to. So if anybody didn't want to be a part of that one, they didn't have to be. But yeah, it was unfortunately kind of the last one. Yeah. Oh, just a crazy situation. All right, guys, I am gonna grab a quick break. I just need to hit the bathroom and everything. Before I do so, if you're watching on Twitch, you're watching on YouTube, and you enjoy anything that's going on here and you haven't hit, follow or subscribe, whatever the free option is on your preferred platform, I would ask that you do. It is, like I said, free, and it does really help, and I do appreciate it. I'm gonna grab a quick break. It should just be a quick 5, and then we're gonna get into a game called Poco. Really cute looking point and click. Maybe it's not actually that cute. I don't really know, but we're gonna get into it here in just a few. Coraline's being a whole menace right now. I swear to God.
Yeah, we'll stay and hang around with you.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Thank you, Tidal.
We suck!
Bro, look at this guy. He literally... He's such an asshole. Thank you so much, Tidal, for the 10 stream streak. Thank you so much, buddy. And giving it a little bit of a lighter touch here. All right, guys. Your nails are real bad, buddy. I know. I got a break coming. All right. Cool. I'm gonna grab a quick 5. If you need to get up, stretch, hit the bathroom, get something to eat, something to drink, whatever you gotta do, just meet me back here in 5. Hey, bud. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. Oh! He shot me in the back. Like an asshole.
Also, I think we can... Oh, yeah, we can. We can totally sell these animals at some point if we ever want to move on from them.
Which animals?
Any of them. You see those animals that are right by you, bro?
Damn, bro. How could you say that about Cruddy and
Chloe?
Chloe, I'm so close to them.
Chloe sells for $1,200, bro.
Seller. Damn, that's a fat check. I gotta pay my mortgage.
That's what I'm saying, man. Thank you, Ellie. You're the best, Ellie. Get the fuck out the way, Ellie. Any peels? There's some peels. Guys, there's some peels. Now let's spend them all. Yes. Now we have 0 peels. No more peels for Joe. Sheeb, I have a funny story about that. Well, not a funny story. I feel like that's not a way to preface this story because it's not funny. And then people will be like, where's the joke? Joke man. All right, I've hyped this up too much at this point. First of all, I want to say, ah! Hold on! I don't want to say ah! Hold on! Wait! Oh, what? So I can tell him where to shoot? Whoa! This is too much power! Oh my god. Do I need to do something here? Can I like... Oh, hold on, we got thoughts with Haley here.
I think, this is a little too much. Hold on, bring it back a little bit. I think I'm starting to realize that clothes aren't the most important thing.
Oh my god, Haley.
Oh shit.
I'm so proud of you. Oh,
Cody, you about to get lucky, dude. Why are you leaving the bedroom after that statement, dude? Don't leave. Talk about Riz, dude. Get back in there, dude. This is the time is now, dude. Don't make me spill my coffee again.
What do you do? See, you don't understand, man. This sounds like a guy who got no Riz.
Oh, is this because I don't have the Riz?
You gotta leave him one more, man. All right, come on,
damn it,
bro.
Yeah,
Jesus,
you're right, dude. This is where I fucked up.
you like, yeah, I'm ready. And they're like, oh, okay.
I'm ready. Let's go.
The turtle. Turtle.
Whoa, I found a turtle. Maybe it's a tortoise. It's a thing with a shell.
Well, isn't that something?
It's actually pretty cute.
It is pretty cute.
Well, Henry, if you decide you want it to keep you company, nobody will mind.
Jesus, bro! Holy moly, you scared me. You scared me. I thought you were one of them. Sorry, Ty, bro. Oh my god, bro. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, much better. Oh, you gotta be shitting me, bro. Why is this like this? Oh, man. I don't like this at all. Oh, man, come on. Oh, yeah, this is pretty good. Oh, shit, I didn't see where to go from here. Not there, huh? Oh my god, this is pretty cool. It's time to fight. All right, I think we're good. I think things broke a little bit. We fired Kelvin, and it was bad. I do want to ask, did Twitch stay up? I tried something else. I set my settings a little different. Did Twitch end up not completely shutting? Can I get a confirmation on that? That'd be great. Thank you. Oh, you guys, not completely.
Hello.
Right?
The person who has redeemed this reward would like you to know that they are
First!
All right. Well, you know what I've decided?
Not completely. I didn't think it would. I set up a thing that will keep Twitch open for like 90 seconds. But also, I'm starting to realize you guys can't be trusted with things. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna be marking all of these, all the check-ins, all of the firsts. They're gonna be one day now. I'm sorry, you guys can't be trusted no more. You guys can't be trusted. Little camera thing that with a slash through it. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to save the stream so it doesn't just crash like I used to. Cool. I'm glad it worked. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back from break. Let me go to channel points. I have to fucking do it because people not fully broken. Yeah, but like, listen, come on, guys. Is that not great? Redemption cooldown. Oh. Back, what did I miss? Stream crashed, but I have it set so that it doesn't close the stream until it doesn't close the stream until everything, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't close the stream. It like holds it for 90 seconds so you can get everything back up. All right, the first is done. Now, hold up. Check-ins. How do I do this one? Limit per user per stream. Limit restrictions per stream. But then, of course, everybody's checking in and doing, well, not everybody. Title's doing his check-in and his first again. So first is now, as soon as it's redeemed, the cooldown is a day. So, unfortunately, you can't be first again. I should do let me change that one. Not that you can't be first again. Let me do like 10 hours, like a 10-hour cooldown on that. But I don't think that can, I don't want to put if I do a cooldown on the check-ins, that one doesn't work the same way. I think there's a way that I can do, I don't know. I don't freaking know, guys. What do you get? I don't know if there's a way that I can put a cooldown on that. If I put a cooldown, I think it cools it down for everybody. You know, like it doesn't. I don't think there's a way that I can. Well, you get your check-ins, you sons of bitches. Even if they're fake check-ins, even if they're stolen ass check-ins. You only get to be first once. All right. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there was a setting I did it the other day. I just fucking did it the other day, where it was like a disconnection thing, and it was like, oh, it'll hold your stream up for a certain amount of time. And I was like, damn, that actually sounds great. That actually sounds like exactly what I need. I'm trying to see what it was called. Disconnection protection. Improve the viewing experience for stream by enabling a backup in event your stream disconnects. If your primary stream fails, automatically display a temporary visual for viewers for 90 seconds while you troubleshoot and reconnect. So it helped this time because the stream crashed. Well, OBS crashed, I should say. All right, let's go ahead. Let me get this game booted up for us. This is a game called Poco. I'm very interested. Without knowing anything about this game, I'm very interested in to see what the hell this game is going to end up being. Because it feels like it could be fucking anything. You know? Also, real quick, guys, while everybody's here, I'm gonna do a little bit of an announcement. I did see Title was here, which is one of the people I would want to have here during such a thing. Real quick, guys. So I teased it a little bit on The Wolf and the Kid, but I'm going to kind of fully announce kind of what I am looking at. So on April 10th, I am looking at doing a little collab stream with our good friend Title Taint. Yeah, so it is a Friday. We're gonna probably do just a Friday evening. We're gonna do a little stream together. I assume we'll both be streaming, and we'll just do a collaborative stream, kind of the same way that Plenty and myself have done, or the Plenty, myself, and Vash have done in the past. I think the plan is just to play a couple of games together. I kind of mentioned like a Fall Guys, and then maybe like some Sea of Thieves, just some kind of fun collaborative games. They could just be a good time to hang out and stuff. Title is always kind of hanging out, and a good person in the community and a great streamer. And I feel like it would be a great opportunity to hang out with you guys and with Title. So if you guys want to come on by on April 10th, we're gonna be just here hanging out. Yeah, come check us out. We're gonna be playing a couple of games and maybe sailing the high seas potentially. Who knows? Yeah, I'm very excited. But yeah, I think we're gonna nail down all the details and stuff over the next couple of days. Hopefully, I'm hoping before Sunday, because I gotta make like a schedule up for Sunday for that Friday. But yeah, I think we were trying to figure it all out. But yeah, we figured like something like I kept thinking like Fall Guys, because it'd be really goofy and just funny. And I don't know how good either of us are, but and then I think I've been trying to get a good Sea of Thieves game going for a while. But Title also I'm so sorry. Title also knows some people who have played some Sea of Thieves. I think the other game we were looking at was GTFO. It could still be in the cards, but he knows some people who play both of those games that we could grab a bigger group together as well. So I would be so interested. So yeah, just be on the lookout. We may be having a really good time that night. All right, guys. Yeah, it should be just normal time. I think we were talking about maybe doing a little bit earlier, but there was no need to really be earlier. I feel like a good 7 o'clock my time is always is a perfect time. So come on by, come check it out. We're gonna be having a great time. Myself, the bearded one, as he's known to be called. I think people have said it. I think they call him the bearded one. Yeah, come on by. It's gonna be a good time. With that, let's get into some Poco. Sounds awesome. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. What is this game? Oh, it's over here. Hold on. Give me a second. What is that? What has happened? Why is my thing not correct here? That's not the one. What is this one? This one? No. This one? What? Oh. Hold on. What? My thing doesn't work correctly. Why are you like this? Why are you square? Me no like at all. All right, sorry. I was gonna just point over. Look at this game. I don't know anything about it, so let's hear. I think there's some sounds for this. Oh yeah, laugh at the guy who has all the crazy shit happening on his stream. Oh, this is very loud. Laugh at the guy who's just trying things. Sorry. Little broke again. Yeah, I don't know what that one's about, but whatever, I ain't worried. That one's so minuscule. So yeah, this is a game called Poco. It looks, like a cute point and click game. I know nothing else. It was free, and apparently it's about a 2-hour game. I think it's gonna take potentially more than 2 hours because it's kind of a puzzle game. Whatever. Let's get into it. Cute. Way less cute. Okay. Yeah, I see. Also, if it's a little quiet, let me know. I will definitely turn it up. Yeah, I figured. That seemed like a lose kind of scenario. Okay, sorry. I was unaware what was happening. I don't fucking know. What is this bullshit? What is this? Oh my god, this game. What is this? Oh. Oh my god. I don't fucking know. Did I lose as being a clown? Well, obviously. Ooh. Oh my god, what is that shit? Hey, there it is, Poco. Poco. Oh my gosh, I'm a bad clown. I mean, obviously I knew that though. Obviously I knew I was a bad clown. Point and click with the mouse to walk around. Can I get the hatchet? Axe. Oh. On Poco, right click or press escape. A tiny axe just your size. Okay. Cool. I think we just talked to this guy. Good. What are you doing in my hoard? Thief, you'll regret this. Oh. Poco talks in a version of wingdings, apparently. Honestly. The fuck? Oh, you fell? From the circus? And you lived? Ouch, that must have hurt. Whew. Well, anyways, that's a relief. I thought you were trying to rob me. And then I'd have to do something less friendly. Name's Grip, and this is the best collection you'll ever see in the below world. If anyone tells you they have one better, they're lying and you should do something about it. But look at me, I'm just a terrible host. Do you want anything? Water? Collectible doll parts? Legit wingdings? Yeah, but it's not actual wingdings because those are not wingding signs, right? Like some of them might be, but I think some of them are specific to Poco. Right, yeah, you want to leave. Yeah, that makes sense. One problem. I haven't seen my keys in, well, I don't know how long. I lost track of the times past the 100-day mark. But now that there's two of us, maybe the search will go faster. And if not, I have room for a roommate. Oh no, I have to help search for his fucking keys? This fucking guy can't find his fucking keys? Needs a key. No, that's not it. No. How do I want to do something with this. That's a no? Okay. I think his keys could be? Oh, what is that? What did I just get? Grip, Poco. Okay, hold up. What did I just get? Oh, a piece of something for a bigger collectible, I think. Damn, Poco is actually fucking cute though. I think his little run sounds are great. I don't know. I guess we tried the fucking axe, right? No, it doesn't work. Bro, still no key? Though I have found my lost mold collection. Such good feel. Any luck on your end? Nothing, really. Well, that's bad. I don't actually have enough rations for 2, and you have places to be. Wait a minute. That's my axe. Yeah. That'll do nicely. Hand it over. Take this, you stupid door. Whoa, easy there, Grip. Damn, Grip is jacked. Damn, I think Grip might be hitting the roids a little bit. Oh, that felt good. Now I can finally go outside. It's really bright out there and big and scary. Never mind. You can do that if you want, but I'm staying right here in the comfort of my horde. Thank you very much. I'm gonna get back to the circus, right? Well, I think I might know a way. This rocket fell down here a while back. Me and my sibling, we split the parts. Well, they split the part, and I was also there. They probably still have them somewhere out there, but I'm not leaving this spot, so good luck. Oh, and if you happen to see any of my keys out there, please return them to me discreetly. You got it, Grip. Interesting. So we're definitely like small, right? Like that's pretty given. Like we're a very small, we're a small character. Oh man. Okay, cool. Just a small little clown. Down with the circus. Damn, somebody protesting the circus? Damn, come on, hold on. The circus is really cool, guys. Get the foot to move. Oh, okay. I don't know how to get the foot to move. Man, I feel like I'm missing like everything. Might not be true, but it feels that way, you know? Oh, we can go up here. What's up here? Mints. What is this one? Plug something in. Okay. What's that? Can I get that? A cog. Very steampunk. Agreed. Okay. Very much a bit of a point and click at the moment. We're really just exploring and grabbing things. The artwork is quite nice, I will say. I do enjoy so far. I'm getting a better image of that now. Yeah, the artwork is pretty interesting. The 3D aspect of Poco and then everything else just being kind of hand drawn, pretty cool looking. I don't know. Oh, clicked out of the game. Worm. I guess let's go see Worm. Who's Worm? I don't know. There he is. And hold up a second. What is this? my God, get it? Bro is actually just a worm looking at it. This is what a DS, right? Isn't that crazy? All right, let's talk to Worm. Is the circus making house calls now? Innovative. I'll give them that. But these stomach pains, they take away all the joy from my life. I'm not in the mood to see any tricks, so run along, real clown. Wait, what are you? Oh my God, what am I doing? We made the worm into a poodle. Oh, God, what have you done? I feel better, lighter, more free. I didn't even realize how slouched I was until now. But still, look at me. You have to be able to undo this, right? Right? God. It's a Game Boy Advance SP. DS is rectangular. Nerd. The wiggling is so distracting. It's so distracting. Oh, so what was the point of that? Oh, how am I going to explain this to my wife? I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck happened. Why did I do that? That seemed like such a weird thing to do. I'm glad that was easier though, I'll be honest. The first set of those that I did, you know, earlier in the game, were bullshit. What the fuck is this? Oh, what is that? I should grab that. Fancy button. Imagine the coat this guy came off of. Fancy button. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Is this a mole? Isn't this what is this? This is what moles look like, right? I can never remember exactly what their look is, but I think it's something like this. Offer an item. Is it just poop? What the fuck is that? Hold on a second. Worm casting. A pile of worm doo-doo feces. What if I don't? Doo-doo feces. Obviously. Let me head back out again. I feel like there's a couple other ways to go here. I should check out some other ways before we do more. Oh, what's that? Hold on, let me get that. Can't get that. Oh, let me get that. A coin. Who in the fuck are you, bro? Who in the absolute fuck are you? You look like an artist. Let me talk to you. Oh, incorrect again. Perhaps if I... Gah! Look what you've done! I splashed paint all over my canvas. Well, it was a bad painting anyway. You've saved me the effort of destroying it myself. Now, what was it you needed? You needed that rocket piece? No, I simply must refuse. You see, you stand in the presence of the great Ojet. Well, soon to be great. I just need to finish this painting. my masterpiece. Then even the world above will have to recognize my talents. And then rocket part is an essential part of my piece. To remove it would throw off the balance of the entire painting. I'm so close to a breakthrough, but alas, I've wasted so much time on these ugly failures that I've nearly run out of paint. I can't be expected to complete my masterwork under these circumstances. If you want that rocket, you'll need to find me more red, green, and blue paint. Now away with you. I must focus. Put something in the slot. Oh. Cool. I already had the coin for that. So a little bit of doo-doo feces. Let me get that button, bro. Okay, so why do I have 2 buttons now and a cog? Interesting. I wonder what we're doing with all this shit. Poco, what are we doing, bro? Whoa. Feather, a big bristly feather from a big mean bird. How do we know it was mean though? I will be honest, I felt like he was pretty fucking nice. Oh dear Lord, who are you? Nari. Oh, you're new. I'm Nari. Poco, that's a nice name. I don't know much about that circus, but you can look around here if you want. Maybe you'll find something helpful. Bro, Nari has got the biggest schnoz. Nari can smell things from 3 miles away. Choose an item to mash. I don't know. Birds are jerks. Everyone knows this. Oh, I do know that actually. That's true. I just felt like he was being very judgy. The talking cursor. Cody should know this. I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh, hold up. This is where the doo-doo feces goes. I know that for sure. And then what? Don't ask me. I don't fucking know. Clear the path? I don't have anything for clearing the path, bro. You think a little H2O? A little H20? That's true. You know what? A little H20 couldn't hurt. Can I get a little H20? Yeah. I immediately didn't even clock that it said H20. I was like, well, that says H2O. Hydrate. This is what I got, all right? I'll open another, though. Good old reliable hydrogen 20. I wonder what... Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder what hydrogen 20 would be like. I do have more water. I'm gonna grab another here. Someone said that's 2 hydrates for 1. Wildly unstable. Oh, I can only imagine. All right, let's go down. Is that a cow ladybug? I'm enticed. Use an item on the beetle. How would you know what item to use? This game is freaking me the fuck out, bro. Oh, crazy music again. Valve handle, a spinny valve handle. Fuck. Hey, look, this looks like I could sop up this water with something. Oh, that's a way to go. Let me talk about this. Let me talk to this guy. Oh, a sticky glob of slime snail. Snail slime. What the fuck? You see what I'm saying though about This game is not telling me shit, but then it really wants me to just do stuff, and I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I know that's kind of the point, but like, Jesus Christ. Hey, no paparazzi. I'm retired. Scram. Who the fuck are you, bro? Dungsworth. Oh, he's literally a fucking, he's a beetle. Oh, you guys can barely see it. Hold on. Look at this. The bro's a fucking beetle. It's the, what is it? Abbey Road thing? That's so fucking goofy. So fucking goofy. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's go down. Why are we going down? I don't fucking know. Game color. Game color. Interesting. Am I just picking up this whole potato? Oh, I can use that to plug into the other thing though. Plug something in. No, I'm good for a minute. Ooh, I could put the other cog here. Let me go talk to Ears McGee. This is Jazz. Whoa! Hey there, little dude. You come all the way down here from that circus? Uh-huh. That's definitely a bind you got yourself in. Lucky for you, you came to the right homunculi for the job. The name's Jazz, musician and inventor extraordinaire. I can get you past that rocket part. I'll even help you build it if you need the help assembling. Only, I'm dealing with a bit of a situation on my own right now. See this machine? Cool, right? It's part of this radio network, delivering all the raddest tunes to the below world. Or trying to, at least. My broadcast system broke down a little while back, and I haven't been able to find any spare parts. Not that there's much to show right now. Our #1 pop group broke up ages ago, and I think everyone's getting tired of hearing their greatest hits. Major bummer. Anyways, I'm stuck trying to fix this mess for the foreseeable future, so there's no room for anything else in my schedule. I mean, hey, if you want to help, go for it. I know there's some spare parts for the recorder laying around somewhere, but well, I'm not exactly the most organized guy around. And if you could find some new music, or even better, get the old band back together, that'd be pretty groovy. I know their old drummer has been camped out up the road for a while now. Just tell him I sent you, and I'll try to get you that rocket part when I've got a spare minute. Hey, I just talked to that guy. Do you think they're gonna play up here? Fuck. Okay, hold up. There is a lot going on here. I'm hoping this area, this is like this map is the whole fucking area, because this would be great, because obviously there's a lot going on here, but at least I would be understanding of like the area then, you know? Like, I don't want there to be 2 maps. 2 maps would be too many, I think. Pigments. I don't have no pigments, bro. I don't have any fucking pigments. Can I go over here? What the hell is this? Oh, what is this? Hold up. Let me see. Attach an item. You need some pigments, bro. Oh no. Whoa. Release the Kraken, you know, my dude. Bro, I've played BioShock. Wait, I can't even move this one. This one doesn't make any sense. It's only going this way. I can't send it the other way? Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Bro, am I missing something? What is happening? Do you guys see something that I don't? Oh, hold up. Hold up. I'm fucking cooking. Hold on. Hold up. I think so. No, you don't. Nah, you don't. Nah, you sure don't. Maybe it is I who does not. Hold on. Oh, hold on here. This has got to be not it. Bro, this is hurting my brain a little, if I'm honest. Am I dumb? Guys, is this when I find out that I'm dumb? Guys, is this the moment? Puzzles are meant to make the brain work harder. I know. But my brain is working overtime right now. Oh, hold on. Wait. We're so back, guys. We are so back. Oh, that was it, right? That's it? Correct? Oh, my brain is huge, guys. My brain is huge. Oh, this just connects back here. Success, but not really. Oh, maybe it's watering over here now. Maybe it's automatically watering. Because the pipe and everything. I think it's just watering, my bro. Also, what's up with the ellipses, Cyclo? You don't believe in me? You don't think I can do it, man? You think I'm dumb?
I don't want you to answer that last one. I had concerns. Listen, not my kind of puzzle, but that's why it's good. You know, it's surprising too because I was like, I mean, I was being a little facetious about my BioShock stuff, but also, I mean, I have fucking played BioShock, which is crazy that that game was that hard. That thing was that hard, you know. And I played BioShock, you know. Literally, like a big chunk of that game is literally just that fucking thing. A spoon, comically large. Gulch grills out of fuel. You'll need to get something flammable. Okay, now I know if you use the wrong thing, it goes. I love that. Simple yet hearty dishes made with everyday ingredients you probably already have in your fridge. You will need a carrot, fish, beetle milk. Saute the fish and carrots in beetle milk over an open flame until cooked. Serve and enjoy. The author and publisher are not responsible for any parasitic or viral infections incurred from consuming undercooked seafood. Fair. Whoa, look at you. You look just delicious. Oops, sorry about that. I just get so hungry these days. I hadn't had a meal in at least 2 hours. It's bad. A rocket part? Yeah, I think I got one of those somewhere. But I'm so hungry, I can't even remember. Oh, you want to help? Well, I've been trying to make this fancy recipe over there, but it's so complicated, I run out of steam before I even get started. But the food looks so good. If you can make me that, I'll probably most definitely remember where I put the rocket part. Okay. All right. I see what's happening. So I mean, is that a leg? Like a really gross melted leg? That's ew. Are these like my red, green, blue? I don't know. We'll see. What the fuck is this about? So my thought real quick was, so we're trying to get back up to the circus. Oh. That dude is super dead. Nice. A match. We can use that for cooking. Hey, I got an achievement for that. An achievement. W. So we're trying to get back up, but why? But why? Why are we trying to get back up? That place sucked. If I'm honest, it kind of sucked. Bridge the gap. Big spoon? No. We don't have anything to bridge the gap yet. I guess we go inside of him. Because why not? A maggot, an unsuspecting. Okay. Unsuspecting maggot. Okay.
gross, but honestly fair. Okay, let's jump down. What is this? A bone key. A stinky, rotten key made of bone. I wonder if that's Gulch's. Is that who it was? It was Gulch. Oh my god. When you first open up the thing, it goes crazy in there. Grip. Sorry, who was Gulch? Gulch was the guy we just met. Grip is the first guy. That's who I need to go back and see then. The fuck was that? Oh, nice. Okay, so this just leads back through here, back to where Gulch kind of was, right? It was underneath Gulch. Dude, the music in this is phenomenal so far. It's just goofy fun, but squeak around and find out. And know that I will. Okay, so it puts us in the... Oh, straight underneath Gulch into this area. Well, cool. Now I can just go right back and see Grip real quick. Let me go see him. Because I think that's his key. Down with the circus. Bro, super felt. Yeah, super cool. Oh, you're back? You having fun out there? Have you found any keys? It's for my vaults. That's where all of the very best of my collection is, but I haven't been able to actually look in it in ages. That's enough to drive a guy crazy, but I'll manage. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. Believe it or not, I used to be quite an adventurer. That's how I got all this stuff. But somewhere along the way, I must have dropped my key ring. Well, they could be literally anywhere. Anywhere. I'd hate to be out there looking for them. Real needle in a haystack situation. Not a good time. Well, have fun. But I haven't shown you where to keep the teeth. Oh, well. Okay. Well, that was not helpful at all. Shit. 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 Okay. I do want to go back up towards where Gulch was and everything. We're gonna go back up that way real quick. Oh, I bet you the mole guy will eat the beetle thing that I got, but we'll get there in a second. I'm gonna head this way real quick. Oh, last thing we got to do. We got to give it some sun. Whoa, there it is. It turned into some kind of flower. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, definitely one of those point and click games that is just it's very much click around, find out. But good lord, is it kind of leaving me a little bit blind? Oh, it's this thing. I was like, wait, why does it do that? It's leaving me a little bit blind in the sense of like, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. I mean, obviously you're not, you never really know, but like, but it's like, click this and try it. Just try it. Just try it. Just try it. Okay, I guess. Let me get that. I just want to get that fucking flower, bro. Where'd that fucking flower go? There it is. A magenta bloom, a majestic magenta bloom. Magenta? This game feels very surreal. It does seem a bit surreal. And so I will mention it again. I mean, just because I feel like it's worth noting. This game is 100% free on Steam. So if you want to check out any of these things, any of this game, oh, there's that. I was wondering if any of these other things were going to do anything, but they don't yet. This game is free on Steam, so if you want to check it out at some point, definitely check it out. So far, it's been super worth. I'm enjoying it a lot. I love a good point and click game, so I'm here for it. Bro, where's this gonna take us? You need something to row with. It's probably the spoon, huh? Fish. I guess we just talked to whoever is in this fucking weird place. The fisherman.
Psst. Hey, you. You with the bell. Come closer. Yes. Now that I get a closer look at you, you look like a... Actually, what are you? Certainly not one of those miserable homunculi. No matter. You look like a creature of discerning interests. Perhaps I could interest you in a little deal. You see, I have a problem. This horrible fish has been vexing my shop. It refuses to be caught. It refuses to give in. Even now it's below us, laughing at me, it's haunting me. So, I need you to go catch the vile thing. I can lend you the fishing pole, so all you need is a bit of bait. You get the joy of snuffing out another life, and I get to sleep at night knowing the beast is dead. Sound like a deal? Good, good. It looks like you have some succulent bait right there. Perfect for luring in the beast. Are you ready? Yes, go.
Sure, why not? Oh my gosh. I'm guessing I can't hit anything before I get there. Oh. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Bro, chill. That was so unreal. Okay. Damn, this is crazy. This motherfucker just keeps going.
Oh, that's him. That's him. Get him.
Okay, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Ah, yes. Enough gloating. Get this thing out of my sight immediately.
All right, bro, I'm out. Full on storming over here now. It was I was getting a lot of rain and stuff earlier, but it's gotten a little bit better. It's cute nonetheless. But this is really cute. It's got like it's got like that air of like there's some slight darkness with like that, you know, the the guy earlier, but it doesn't seem like it's like continuing. It's like an air of darkness with the clown. That was what I was thinking. Let me go over this way real quick. I need to talk to this guy now. Go away. I'm not giving any interviews. Oh, Jazz sent you? Let me guess. They want me to get the band back together. Ugh. It's not even that I'm totally against the idea, but God, I had no idea where any of them even are anymore. I don't even have my symbols ever since that two-faced Weevilton stole them. In fact, I won't even think about doing a reunion set unless you can get them back from him. Here, take this. You'll need it to reach the guy. Be careful. When you get there, that stuff made him act crazy. Who knows what he's been up to since our breakup. Okay. So, how does saving in this game work? Like, I don't need to go do all it. Like, it's going to... is it gonna fucking save? Okay, none of those on that guy. Rain is hitting my window so hard I can barely hear stream. Bro, turn it up. Fish, carrot, bug juice, and fuel for the grill. I think I got the match maybe to light the grill, and then yeah, all that other stuff. So I have the fish, nothing else. Yeah, I think we're kind of in a spot of being able to see most everything. And I was thinking, like, this is a good spot. I could probably call it for today. I think I want to kind of get out of here in just a few minutes and finish this up on Thursday. I think we're good. I don't think it'll just... I mean, only one way to find out. Okay, it says it. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. So yeah, we'll call it there. Oh, and there's a donate button. I definitely might check that out once we're done. They definitely seem like this has been super worth, and definitely probably worth giving them some dineros. Cool. This is really cute. A really awesome point and click game. We will finish it up on Thursday. So Thursday we'll just play it until we're done with it. It shouldn't be much more. I assume like we'll probably have like an hour and a half more, maybe an hour and whatever. It should be pretty quick. It shouldn't be very long. But yeah, we'll finish it up on Thursday, and then I think next week, well, that'll be it for this. Let me come back over to our main scene, and we'll talk about what's going on next week. I do love it. A unique point and click like this, it's so good. Cute game, it's so cute. All right, very, very cool game. Love to see it. All right, I was just gonna pull up Twitch, just see who's on real quick before we do a raid and get out real quick. So next week, well, okay, I'm jumping ahead. Let me do this timeline wise. So for myself, I will be back on Thursday. We're gonna finish up Poco, get all that done. However long it takes, we'll just stream until it's done. Then on Sunday, Vash and I will be over on The Wolf and the Kid on Twitch. On YouTube, it'll just be right here on my channel. We're gonna be playing some more Absalom. So come by, check that out. It's been really fun, a little bit frustrating, but really, really good. Then for me, for next week, I'm going to start a game called My Friendly Neighborhood, or My Friendly Neighbor, maybe that's what it's called. It looks like a really interesting, like, slight horror game, but it's more of like a goofy horror based off of like a kind of a Sesame Street vibe. It looked really, really interesting, and I remember hearing a lot of really good things about it. And I think it'll just be a lot of fun as like a game to just throw on and go through over the next little bit here. With that being said, Vash is going to be streaming tomorrow. I'll show you guys his stream here in just a minute. But he's going to be playing more Ultros tomorrow. And that's kind of the vibe that I got for the rest of this week and some of next week. Outside of that, remember the 10th Title and I are going to be streaming together, playing some games. So make sure you come by for that. With that, I've never seen any of that game. Let me get a trailer for it then. Let me get a trailer. We live in the age of trailers, bro. I'm typing this in the wrong spot. That's right. That's correct. Okay, so this is the trailer for that. I'm just gonna play this real quick so you guys can get just a taste.
Let's be excellent. Let's be excellent.
Oh yeah, so like I said, it's very generally like kind of horror, but not really. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It looks like it's gonna be just like kind of just generally goofy, but also, you know, it'll have some like moments. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited to show it to you. It's been something that's just kind of been on my list, and then it was on sale pretty recently, and I was like, yeah, sure, of course I'm gonna grab that. So yeah, that'll be next week. Like I said, Thursday we're gonna finish up Poco. And that'll be next week. Thank you. Yeah, we'll have a whole thing for the collab stream that I'll be, you know, putting up a couple more things about it. But yeah, just keep an eye out for that. With that, make sure you guys are checking out Vash. He's going to be streaming Ultros tomorrow over on his channel. Make sure you check that out. Oh.
Hold it right there! Oh, man. That's it.
This is the most extra fucking kick. Bro could literally push that out with his hand. He was like, what if I fucking bicycle kick? Not bicycle kick. I don't forget what that. Roundhouse it or whatever. Yeah, make sure you guys are checking out Vash. He's going to be streaming tomorrow, doing some more Ultros. Oh, that is the wrong thing. My bad. I was going to say also, our good friend Plenty is also, I believe, streaming tomorrow. She's been playing some Death Stranding 2, which has been really interesting to see. That game is wild. She got stuck at a part yesterday where she was doing some fighting.
I'm leaving.
Some shooting.
And
she was getting a little stuck and getting a little bit worried that she wasn't going to get through it. And she got through it. She was doing great, so Thank you for the shouting. I'm loving it so damn much. It was really, really, really good. I mean, just the first couple of things that were happening were like intense. Did you, I think you ran into both, the one guy who everybody was saying looks like Solid Snake, kind of. And then I think you may have seen, is it Elle Fanning's character now? So some pretty cool stuff. But the story is so good. I feel like that's the whole point. The story is worth it. I don't know who he is yet. I don't think I remember who he is. I just remember people, when they were showing him off, people were like, he looks like Solid Snake. Or no, he was the guy that Kojima based Solid Snake off of, I think, actually. I think he's the guy that's who he based him off of, actually. I think. So I don't know. I don't even know the character's name. Yeah, you're asking the wrong person. The actor is Luca. Yeah, Luca something. I just remember when the game was coming out, like before. I remember there was I had a news article. I talked about it. And then our good friend Title Taint, who I will be streaming with soon. Ooh, I bought this game the other day as well. This Still Wakes the Deep. Is that a bird? Is that a bird? Yeah. Birds are rude. So good. Well, I have it now. I own it. And Cyclo really thinks that it's gonna be up my alley, so it's on the list. Luca Marinelli. Yeah, Marinelli. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Two things, guys. Still Wakes the Deep. Yeah, it's on the list. Two things, guys. I added 2 games. Oh, this is not correct. I added 2 games to the game list. I don't know if they'll make the final cut, but just know they're on the list. Why is this all broke? Just know they're on the list, guys. There we go. So Poco is what we're playing right now. It's about 2 hours, but I added 2 games to the bottom of the list here. I don't know if I'll play them or not, but Grim Fandango is probably one that I will play. I've heard really good things. I own it somewhere, I just don't know where, so I don't have everything. I did add Okami. I don't know if I'm gonna play Okami once I realized it was 33 fucking hours. I know that's not super long, but it's also just slightly too long. For a game that I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy or not yet. Like, I've heard that's great. I don't want to discredit that. I think it's probably a very good game. 33 hours is a long game. So just know it's on the list. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I think Grim Fandango is a pretty secure lock-in though. I think that one is a pretty secure lock-in. So all right, I am gonna get out of here. I try to see who's on real quick. So yeah, lots of good things. Make sure you guys are checking all of the great people out. I don't know when you're streaming next, Title. Is it potentially Sunday? Usually Title has been streaming on Sundays, so if you want to check him out, make sure you're following, have those notifications on. You'll know when he does stream. I can tell you for sure, April 10th. But maybe this Friday. Ooh, nice, bro. Get it in. Yeah, it's Good Friday. I mean, for me, I don't have to work, so I'm fucking mad chilling. Oh, Subliminal. That game where we were playing like within the mind of the one person where we were like doing like the water slide and stuff. Apparently that game came out. Interesting. I just see people playing it right now. Anybody have any recommendations for a raid? I would love a recommendation if you have one. I was looking through a couple of game categories that I thought might be interesting, but I am struggling to find somebody that I am feeling. So if anybody has anyone, please let me know. There is Diz. I know, I just rated Diz the other day though. And it was a couple of days ago. I'm just trying to find, I was trying to find somebody new, you know? Yeah, we rated him on the 19th. It was a good time. That's where there was somebody who came in earlier who was at the beginning of stream. They were here because of that raid. They had followed me from then that day. Shit, guys. I don't know. Jorf? He's playing Oh, no, that's not. He's playing Vampire the Masquerade. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. Ooh, hold up. Oh my God. This is insane. All right, I'm sending you guys to this person. I'm going to tell you this. There is no idea what this is going to be. Dad Dragon is playing RE6. That game is awful. Yeah, I'm good. I have found a person called McGlobberson. This person is playing Ocarina of Time. Cool. They are both enjoying some wine. They are also saying that this is their yearly run back of their favorite game. All these things sound great. So I came over. The person seems quite nice. They are definitely playing some kind of weird modded version of this game. Tunic is going through every color of the rainbow. It's insane. Above his name, he also, or his camera, he does have a bong counter. So understand that is the thing. So I don't know what this could be like. He's probably great, but he may be ripping the bong. All right. So listen, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, guys, I'm going to get up on out of here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I have a genuinely great song that I'm going to go ahead and throw on for the end of this here. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. A great rest of your week if I don't see you. I will be back here Thursday. Yeah, have a good one, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Yeah, thanks for hanging. All right, guys, goodbye. Get out of here. Goodbye. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, guys. Good night. Good night. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.